Okay, so you guys looted the dudes.
Looted the dudes.
Well, I looted the big guy, but
Yeah, you got some zombie skin and zombie blood sample. A splicer mask. Jonathan got a key on it, and you also found some syringes full of Eve.
Can I go back to this guy that we didn't do anything to?
Yes, I will. Spoilers, there's nothing on the rest of the guys. It's just more skin and blood and whatnot. They're poke.
Hey guys, there's nothing over here.
You can take a short rest. There's the food shop, which you're not gonna find anything that's maybe good, but
although they are little Debbie's. So.
yeah, that's true. If they're Twinkies, they're good forever.
There's the Twinkies.
Okay.
We can also loot the clothing store.
Yes, there is that. So if you want to go into the clothing store, I'm just gonna kind of zoom past all the details, but if you want to loot that, who's gonna roll to loot that? You doing it?
Roll to loot.
Okay.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna change back to my human form, and I'm also gonna loot some zombie detritus.
Okay. You can have some of that. Take whatever you want. So you find 4 pieces of gauze, which the doctor would know are useful, and can be turned into a med kit. So you find 4 pieces of gauze.
Just be gauze?
Yes,
Just
4
gauze.
pieces of gauze. Okay.
Yeah.
4 pieces of gold.
5 golden rings. And there was nothing in the snack shop, just rotten food. And in the engineer's emporium, Roger finds some ammo. So you find ammo for your weapons, which just means you just keep shooting. I'm not actually tracking ammo on your weapons. It's just kind of a flavor thing. That's like you find some ammo. It's something you would want.
I looked for any sort of like bladed weapon.
Yeah, go ahead. So if you want to, probably in the engineer's emporium before you leave, you would have looked around to see what you can find. Yeah, go ahead.
9 plus 7.
Okay, you find some pretty good like awls. Do you know what an awl is for doing like carpet and whatnot? You find some of those. Those would be pretty good for stabbing. You find maybe a chisel also.
For shanking creeps.
Shanking.
Can I unplug some of your ambience?
Yeah. That's fine. Looks like you're gonna turn my lights out. I think you just push the button that's above the thing and they'll come back on. It's a little like on the other one.
Oh.
That's plugged
I
in.
can check it.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you ever get the feeling you was being watched?
It's Dobby, for sure.
Yeah. Now this guy. Except now he's staring at Mom.
And then in the gene bank, you had found the plasmid that was in there. One of the things I forgot to give you that you did also find was one antiseptic. So it is one of the things you could find. Antiseptic.
Oh, antiseptic.
Yep. So like alcohol pads, whatever they would
4
have.
more gauzes to go.
All right.
I mean, 6 more.
All right. So other than that, you guys have pretty much looted the usefulness out of this space. So the other areas that are close to this is you could go down the stairs to the lower atrium where the zombie was trying to head when he was trying to get away from you. And then you could also go back down the great gallery towards the medical wing.
Great gallery.
I think we should go to the medical wing, especially with all these zombies around.
Yeah.
Times of the essence.
All right.
I agree.
Okay. So you guys head towards the medical wing. Okay, so you head down. The first thing that you go through is there's kind of like, you know, like medical double doors or whatever to go through to get to the medical wing. There's signs on the wall. It's like medical wing this way. So you go through those double doors. They're not locked or anything. It's just regular entry doors. Off to the left is a check-in area where someone would normally, like a booth where somebody would normally admit patients and whatnot.
Is that an Albus double door?
He's going, Hurt, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of nerds at this table. Yeah,
Probably.
that's pretty good. It's a really good impression. I pictured you with a beard.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And then, so there, oops, I just got pizza sauce on my map. Oh my god, there's a lot of blood! There's blood everywhere! I mean, it was right where you guys were fighting, so that'd be kind
Imagine
of
the
appropriate.
generations of people that have had that same exact thing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I dropped pizza sauce on this old map of Rome. Okay. Okay. And then ahead of you is more like just a long hall that leads towards the rest of the medical wing.
Where are we on the map, Jonathan?
You're right
Oh, we're
here.
up there.
Mhm.
Okay.
That-
To the left is the check-in
Check-in.
area.
Mhm.
What's this to the right? Is
The
that
appendix.
labeled?
That is kind of like the security, like where an officer would sit just in case there was any sort of issues. So,
It's the medical thigh. And there's
wings. Get it? There's a drumstick
get
in
it.
there somewhere too.
Oh, I get it.
So that was just kind of like a police type office where whoever they had at the time for their kind of security would sit, and if there was some sort of issue, they would help people.
I
So
think we should kick in that door and check for weapons.
that door is open.
I think we should kick it in.
Close it and kick it.
Victor walks over and kicks the obviously open door all the way open and it slams against the wall. Inside, tell me what you're looking for. Tell me what you want.
Weapons.
Okay. What kind of weapons specifically?
Tasers, guns, pepper spray. I don't know what they have, but I imagine they got something good.
Well, do me an investigation roll.
Excellent. Oh no. Oh man, I've just been rolling tens on all of my investigations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got a heavy dive, huh?
Mhm.
Well,
It's an office, guys.
you see that at one time there was places for things like handcuffs or maybe a taser, something that's not quite invasive, like nothing that's really like a gun or a weapon, maybe some nightsticks, something like that. Most of them seem to be looted. So there's really nothing that's actually there in that office. You could check the check-in area also.
I was gonna check the check-in area.
Check it,
for,
check.
like,
Chinese chicken.
records or any important information.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation.
Or plus that.
Okay, that's still pretty good. So you find what looks like a wall in the back is just all records. So it's all like files upon files upon files of pretty much anybody that had come into Rapture and lived there. So all of them had to come in and get initial screening done and whatnot. So there may be some records that describe fairly healthy people, and then there may be some people that have declared issues, you know, oh, I've got this problem, I've got diabetes, I've got whatever, but it's in their record. And would you also do a history check for me, since you're flipping through these files?
10 plus 3.
Okay, so you are kind of scanning along, and you come across a name that you do actually recognize. So you come across, and let me find it real quick, so I can get it right. Oh, Flynn Yates is the name that you come across, and you pull out this file, and you start flipping through it, and you connect the dots and remember that this was the name of the splicer that had made it to the surface that you had actually encountered and spoken with. And you can look at his file and see that there is actually documentation for where they had kind of started experimenting on him and treating him as an experiment. So there's not a lot in terms of like in-depth information on this because it's obviously right out in the open. Like they're not just going to leave that kind of secrecy in these type of files, but you could kind of figure out for the most part as you're seeing these like recordings of injections that aren't really, they don't say we're injecting him with Adam, but you can kind of see where it's like, okay, I'm starting to wonder he wasn't sick. There's nowhere on here that records he was sick, but they were having him come in for regular booster shots and whatnot, and it just seemed really like too much. Whatever they were boosting him for seemed like too much. So
This would have been a good find if he had come with us.
Tyler. Yeah. Yeah, so, but this is, what's interesting is that if he was here, he would not have actually remembered any of this, but it would have been information that you could have given him. So that is really the only one that you find that you would recognize, but looking through, if you look through enough of them, I would say kind of as a numbers game, 1 out of 10 or 15, you would find very similar records too, where they were doing the same thing to multiple people. So it wasn't just him, that was just the only name that you recognized. So that's what you would find there.
I think I would be looking for any kind of refrigeration unit.
Okay. You would not find any at this part of the wing. So there was no sort of like medical devices or anything down on this end. So you would just have to keep going in further.
Is there
Deeper into the medical wing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
is there a hint that there would be more records around?
Well, the medical wing is
Not a
this-
hint
this
of
whole
that.
area.
Okay.
Not a hint of that, but you could
And this is the
suspect
check-in
that
area.
if he had found that record and thought, okay, they're only giving us surface information here,
Right.
then you could maybe
I
guess
assume
like,
that
oh, I wonder if they've
There's
got
probably
something
more.
hidden somewhere else.
Okay, can I perceive where I think the records might be kept?
Yes, so do a perception check for me.
Here comes a 10. Oh, even better. It's a 3.
So, you don't know where they would be hidden, but you do see,
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 4.
you do notice, and I don't know if you have shared with him what you found on the zombie guys or anything like that. Have you shared any of that with them, or just kept that to yourself? Just any of the stuff that you found on them.
I don't know.
He wasn't doing his
Didn't
investigation
necessarily-
sneakily, was he?
Yeah.
I was by myself.
You were-
when
yeah,
I
that's
was-
why I'm
when
asking.
I was looting these guys. I don't know if I necessarily.
Okay. So what you would
I didn't find
perceive,
anything that
but
was
may
close to
seem
that.
inconsequential to you at the moment, is that there are room numbers on every room. So kind of like in the military or in the office where every room has a designation. The check-in is number 200, and the police closet basically is 201. So, or it's in the 200s. So,
Hey, I found something that would be useful.
so are you noticing this also?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Or in.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, are you, I mean, you can do a perception check if you want.
Well.
Okay, so he only got a little bit less than you, so you would notice these room numbers also.
Okay. Ding-a-ding-ding. Actually, it wouldn't jingle because it's just one key.
So a single key, yeah.
I found a key. It's 269.
Should we go find that door?
All right, so you
Guess
can
so.
go forward through there is like a continuation of the hall. So it says along the corridor, broken machinery lies in disarray. Random kind of pipes are protruding from the walls like skeletal fingers reaching for salvation. Scary, huh? Occasionally, a door stands ajar, revealing darkened rooms filled with debris and remnants of a bustling city that had succumbed to madness. The distant sound of dripping water punctuates the silence, a rhythmic reminder of the relentless seep of the ocean's embrace. Dobby, that was so cute. That was not scary at all. The dilapidated medical wing looms like a ghost of its former self, a stark reminder of Rapture's once ambitious advancements in healthcare, now lost to decay and neglect. As you step inside, the air is heavy, with a musty scent of dampness and antiseptic gone stale, mingling with the unsettling silence that amplifies the distant echoes of dripping water. Lights flicker overhead, casting an uneven glow on the cracked linoleum floors, where shadows gather in the corners, hinting at the remnants of a chaotic past. This medical wing, once a haven of healing, now stands as a somber testament to Rapture's decline, a place where the line between life and death blurred, leaving only echoes of what once was. So you have found, as you're walking along, you can kind of see on the outsides of doors and whatnot, you can see the walls are lined with faded charts and peeling posters, once intended to educate, but now serving as eerie decorations in a space frozen in time. There's a broken window that allows kind of a trickle of murky water to seep in, pooling around a shattered glass cabinet that holds nothing but shards of memories. So there's just kind of, the place is messed up. You know, you can tell that people kind of at one point were overtaking this place. People may have used this as even like a stronghold or something like that to hold off other attacks and whatnot. And there's just been a lot that's happened in this area. But as you move back, you go through kind of a small hall there and into what opens up into a large, obviously, waiting room. So this was kind of where patients would be first admitted to and sitting in. Yes, that big room. So there's chairs that maybe at one time had been lined up, but a lot of them are toppled over and messed up. Some are stacked up into something that may have been used as a barricade of some sort. And there's just like debris everywhere. Just a big, big mess. Think of the best zombie horror flick you've seen, and it probably looks like that. every hospital you've seen in a zombie horror flick. So once you come into that space, kind of towards the back and off to the right, there's a bathroom that's like a shared, like unisex type bathroom. Yeah, that guy. And then off to the left there is the first bank of exam rooms. And then off to the back and to the left is where the OR is. That's that kind of weird shaped room there.
You guys hear that and come from the OR?
Yeah, what's in there, huh? Yeah, and then there is another hall that joins with a door there towards the back of the waiting room.
I think I'd like to go check out the loo.
All right. She's checking the loo. All right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Check out the loo.
Oh, there you go. 10.
All right, so the room is very dark. The lights are completely out in the bathroom, but you do have your flashlight. So that's why it's maybe you don't find everything you're looking for, but you do find, let's see, some more gauze. Let's see how much you find.
That's
Three.
toilet paper.
3 more. Hey, use it how you want. 3 more gauze. And you find, oh my God, 1 syringe of Eve. Looks like it's kind of half used, but still usable.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we've got 3 of those now?
3. Yeah. And then, yeah. So that's what's in the bathroom, and the toilet's overflowing. I like that sound. I'm leaving that one in.
That happens, and I'm like, I'm getting out of here.
That's goodbye. All right, what are you guys doing?
Calling the janitor. Or the superintendent.
Yep.
Call the super.
All the super. What you
I'm
want to check
looking
out?
around toward the exam rooms.
Okay. Do
Maybe
some.
specifically looking at the door numbers.
Okay. Do some investigating down there for me. Do some rolls. Do like 3 different rolls.
3 different ones.
Yeah. Do 3. Well, there's multiple rooms, so.
Dinner, cinnamon, you know.
I got 16.
Okay.
Natural 20 plus
Maybe
7.
Chris will
Nice.
And 17 plus 7.
All right. So you find 2 med kits, and you find like 2 full med kits. And you find there's a janitorial closet with like brooms and mops. And if you wanted to take any of those can be used as a quarterstaff that does 1d6 bludgeoning. But they're very fragile. So when you use them, you have to do a coin flip to see if it breaks. So you could take both of the ones that you find, or just one, or however you want to do that.
So then I got 2 medkits
2 medkits,
and
1 or 2 quarterstaffs. Just basic quarterstaffs.
Quarterstaffs, huh?
can I?
This nursing crisis.
Well,
What?
they're actually a mop and a broom, but he can break off the end of it and.
What'd you say that?
I said, quarterstaff. This nursing crisis, am I right?
Yeah, they got into it. You know,
Yeah.
they started a fight club to make money. Yep. So if you want, you can take 1 or both of those. Just because they're fragile.
Reason not to take both of them.
No, you just gotta carry them. Just might be a little awkward.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you do?
So that's what you
I
find
don't have much
down
left, so I just have
there.
a whip.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Take both of them, I guess.
All right. Okay, so that's all that was in the exam rooms.
On that side.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
What
I
were
tripped
the
over
room
something.
numbers?
The room numbers were still in the 200s. Just, I'm not giving you the actual numbers, but yes, but increasing.
Well, let's go check
Well,
the next.
obviously, because increasing from 200 and 200.
Yes. Yeah.
We go check the others.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's the OR, and then there's a door that leads to more exam rooms and possibly some other things. So.
Are we afraid of the OR?
Don't be scared. There might be some good stuff in there.
So, perception checks in the exam rooms?
Yeah. Are you in the back ones now?
Yes.
Okay.
Like it just looks like a boss room. Like
Not trying to meta game, but
Yeah. Right. Hey, it
is
is.
there like a whole bunch of like I don't know
ammo.
like ammo and health right there,
Yeah.
right
Not
at the entrance.
specifically, no.
And while we're walking towards it, we kind of like
Saving.
Saving. Oh no. Auto save.
yeah.
Oh no. Yep. No, there is not an increased number of well, I mean, there technically was med kits next to it, but
Yeah. Checked.
that wasn't supposed to allude to anything, but you know. So you're doing the exam rooms in the back?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and investigate 3 times for me.
Can I also investigate?
Yeah.
Or is that okay?
Mhm.
Is that
Are
overkill?
they going back there?
Yeah.
10.
8, 9, and 10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You're staying right around that 10.
Yeah.
Keeping it safe. Keeping it safe.
This one might not be a die for me.
You want some other flavors? I got a bunch.
Yeah, give me
How about,
20.
oh yeah, that's a cool one. That's my Misty Mountain. Yeah.
Should our shop have like a dice jail?
Oh
area?
yeah.
Yeah.
I will actually be 3D printing those and selling them too.
A
So.
place to destroy your unlucky die.
Yeah, throw them to a shredder.
No, you could have like a Mount Doom.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Throw it
That'd be
in.
cool. Like you put one in, and it's
Yeah.
like inside you hear like tick 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 tick, and a new one comes out the bottom. That'd be really cute. Okay, we'll
But you don't tell them it's just an old one.
It's just
Exactly,
just
yeah.
the same one.
we'll workshop it.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it.
it's
yeah.
lucky now.
So in those exam rooms, you find. Oh, the kids sound like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adding ambient sound.
Okay, yeah. So you find 3 needles, which can actually be thrown weapons, which does 1d4. They're expended after you use them. You want a pencil? No. Okay. 3 needles.
3. Uh-huh.
And 2 scalpels, which can be used as tiny daggers.
That's what I was looking for.
You checked the wrong exam room, homie. Two of those, and those would be 1d4 piercing damage.
And what was the damage on the...
On the scalp on the needles?
Yeah.
They're thrown 1d4, but they're immediately like you don't get them back.
Like finding You need a little body.
I don't think that throws it back at you.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, good dexterity check. Alright, so that's what you find down there.
Do I find anything?
You guys kind of shared together, found those things.
You found a scalpel, I found a scalpel.
And then, let's see if you find any more gauze.
Oh yes, please.
One more.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
And then there's kind of a barrier there, and that's another door that you can go through. That one is not locked.
Are you talking about this one?
Jonathan, what are you doing? Checking on the screaming children?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so right above the exam rooms where they were, there's a door to go through that leads to another kind of long hall. At the end of that one, there is a door that says authorized personnel only. Yeah. So,
269.
nope.
Oh, okay.
It's like 267.
I try it.
I imagine that Roger here is like leading the way with his gun.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting all the
It is not locked.
Cool.
So you went through that one. Off to the left-hand side, once you come through there's kind of like a wall in front of you. Off the left-hand side, there's another kind of like janitorial type closet. And then off to the right, it seems like there's another hall that kind of goes down that direction.
Want anything
I'm
more
amazed
mop
this map is
handles?
so correct.
Oh.
Based on somebody's memory.
Well, the thing that's interesting is that like, if you saw the entire map, there's a lot of things leading off to other places that you don't actually find or encounter because they weren't actually on this map. So like, in real life, maybe you could have explored more directions and whatnot, but this is like the way he went for something, or the way he knows or remembers either of them, the people you had talked
He
to.
is in the splicer.
The Splicer, and you had talked to
And-
Jack.
Oh, I had also talked to
You had
Jack.
interviewed both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an
I didn't remember
expose
seeing it.
of some
So
sort.
Jack is the person who killed Brian.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yep. Yep.
Spoilers.
Hey, she figured it out. She just figured it out. Anyway, so once you go down that next hall, there is two doors, kind of like this in front of you. There is what looks like an office off to the right, and then a door right in front of you that says restricted, keep out, and it has a keypad.
That sounds promising.
So there's that door, and then another door over here that's kind of like a glass office type door.
Alright, that's a restricted door. I should try that one.
Okay. You gotta try that one. It is completely locked. Totally
Okay.
locked. You cannot. Yeah.
Historian, do you have any idea what the code could be?
I don't know. And what's the room number? Is there a room number for that?
On the room that is restricted is 270, and on the office there is 269. So.
Well, I found this key. I will go into 269.
All right. That opens that door successfully.
And where?
So
So this
you're coming upon
This is
those
the
last two rooms. That one to the right is the
and
office.
then this is the
Restricted,
restricted.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
Okay,
office.
Around the office.
The office contains a desk which is messy with papers, some patient files, and there's kind of like a knocked over lamp in there and a desk chair and whatnot. It's just kind of like a basic, very messy, not very welcoming room. It's just an office, you know, that somebody obviously used during the day, but that's pretty much it. They use
Some
for.
zombie.
Some zombie that was walking around with a
Used to
key
be
in his
doctor, maybe.
pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are things that you can kind of look through and whatnot. There's a filing cabinet in the back corner, but other
Post-it note
than
with a password on it.
well, investigate, see what you find.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could all, if you're all in the room, you're welcome to do investigations and see who finds what.
16. 10?
Anyone? Anyone?
Oh, no.
Try this one. That one's pretty.
What was it?
It was a 1.
That one's broken. Sorry, that was my broken die.
5.
5.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
All right,
That's the
so
first one I got.
Nessa's kind of like, this looks a lot like my office. She immediately walks over to the table, is like, here's the file you're looking for. So you do find files on other patients, names that you don't recognize, but they are more in-depth files talking about more of the experimentation. So this is where you find the actual information on some of the intentions, the bad intentions of the things they had been doing to experiment on people. So the original files that you found outside didn't have anything like that. It was more like patient files. This is like, on day 62, we stabbed him 5 more times, and this is the next head that he grew. Things like that, things that are...
See the name again, Yates.
You don't specifically see his name, but you do see other names that kind of, if you had really spent the time to look for him, you're kind of like, oh, yeah, that name was one of the names I saw back there in the other files, but you don't see his file specifically. You do... also, after you found the files, you find, let me make sure I find everything. Okay, so you're kind of like, there's got to be something in here. You're going through the desk, going through all the papers, you don't find anything. You're starting to lose hope, but as you turn around, you notice that there is a piece of paper pinned to the wall that is written in hand scripting that says, "Don't forget again, 4923. So, it's some
Again.
yeah, some doctor could not remember the code, so they wrote themselves a note.
And pinned it to the wall 2 feet.
Their
from where
room
you
was
entered.
technically locked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
which would deter most thieves and whatnot, but you can kind of imagine that back in the day when this place was thriving, there was security. So people weren't just walking around willy-nilly looking for stuff, This section was not only keypad locked, but it was also restricted, and there was security and whatnot. So there were things to deter people from coming and just looking for things. So
Do I perceive on Philip's face his realization that this is actually like experimentation? Or is
I
he
don't know.
telling this to us?
are you...
I don't know. So yeah, it was just me looking through these files. Back there.
well, she had kind of... You guys were together looking through these things. Like, this was interesting to you medically.
Uh-huh.
And this
Yeah.
was interesting to you in terms of, like, blowing the lid off of this joint, finding information that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys kind of together discovered these things.
Whoa, check this out.
Go a second head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you really think this is going to help humanity?
It's a little scary.
What if we give it to everyone who's survived the apocalypse and they just grow 3 eyes?
Yeah.
I guess we have a job to do.
All right. You guys going into the room? The
How do you
keypad?
feel about this, Roger?
You know me, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Okay, well, let's try this number not to forget. What is it again?
923.
Yeah, you just take the thing off the wall. I'm taking this with me.
493, 4293.
4923.
All right.
Did you guys
Let's check the
take
tape.
any of the files?
Oh.
Would you take the files with you?
Not unless anything seemed especially. Well, I don't know.
Yes. It's up to you. Up to what your character, what you think you would do.
I mean, I guess my character would probably do.
You've got like a little
Yeah,
satchel
but
you're tucking things into.
Yeah, I don't know if there was anything like especially. I mean, maybe. Oh, the guy who grew a second head.
I mean, there was probably some pretty interesting files in there.
A joke turned into canon.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I think
guess
you
if
would
I
have taken
room
them
for- yeah,
based on what your
I don't know
Like-
how much was there.
what your goals really are
Yeah.
as a character. I think you would have taken them.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say that you took them, and that's fine. So you guys come back out. You take a look at the keypad. This keypad only has numbers on it. So you go ahead and punch in.
Does it have the number 4?
What's that?
It has the number 4.
It does, yes. It has all of the numbers you're looking for. So you punch in 4923, and you hear the very similar to our school door, the bzzz, and it's like obviously unlocked, so you can open the door.
Okay.
And what you find in there?
Are we gonna establish a marching order?
Yes. Who is going in first? Who's opening the door?
I'll key it in.
Okay. That someone else is opening the door.
Well, I'm Mr. Firepower.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Roger's going in. All right. So you open the door. This leads to a long room that is kind of floor to ceiling cabinets along the sides. And there's some cabinet doors have glass on the front, some have kind of like wire mesh that you can see through, and some just have regular doors, just full solid doors. And all of them look like they come equipped with little locks, so just like the little simple cabinet locks that you would find. Let's see.
That you could bash off with a lead pipe.
If you really want to, yeah.
Exactly, that's what I've been holding on to that.
In one corner, a small, let's see, is that part of it? Yeah. Okay.
For perception again.
This is stuff you'll just see. Like, you'll see this for now, unless you start...
What if he rolls a 1 again?
I know. Can't even see. I get paper cuts.
So a lot of them seem to be shelves lined with outdated medications. Some are empty bottles. Some have their labels worn and are illegible. The atmosphere in here is really thick with unease, and as if the spirits of the patients and practitioners linger, caught in a cycle of hope and despair. Let's see, everybody do a perception check who's going in here.
I don't even know what that number is.
Just break our table.
Yeah.
Such a heavy die. What'd you guys get?
6.
8.
Okay.
8?
All right.
I think that was a 4.
All right. Philip's just like, what's that? An imposing shadow looms at the end of the room. The lit cabinets give off kind of a faint glow from either side of the room, shining across the metallic surface of something huge and armored. It stands completely still and unmoving. You begin to hear sounds that sound like muffled breathing. A low rumble begins to reverberate through the air around you, making your skin crawl and your hair stand on end. The sound crescendos and the glass bottles and vials inside the cabinets begin to vibrate, some of them spilling out and crashing to the floor from the open shelves. The sound becomes nearly deafening, and you reach to cover your ears, and you look towards the far end of the room as the enormous metallic shape begins to move. It lurches forward, uneven in its movement.
Silent scream.
You notice that it moves with a humanoid shape, although immense in size. It steps forward with a labored ka-chong. And everybody roll initiative.
That's a big daddy.
Ka-chong.
And it's made out of metal.
8. I'm stuck on 8.
Oh. 10.
Can I get a new d20, please?
Yes. You guys can pass around whatever d20s you want. Just leave me a couple of them. Here, you want to pass around some? Oh yeah, you have a glass one.
Oh, wait, is that the... What is that?
If it's a shape... Yep, that's 20.
Natural 20.
There you go. Okay.
But that just means I have to go first.
All right.
Oh,
So,
I got a 25.
okay, so you got 25.
Plus,
Nessa got 20.
I don't have an initiative edition.
Yeah.
Dad, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
8. Plus, do you have an initiative bonus there?
Initiative.
Up by your armor class?
6.
Yeah, 6.
He also has advantage on initiative.
Oh yeah, so you can roll twice actually,
Oh.
and take the higher number.
10.
Okay, so 10 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got 16. Aaron, what'd you get?
10.
Week 3rd?
Yeah.
10. Okay.
Always the 10s. Stay right in the middle.
Okay.
The least funny.
Okay. The least funny number, that's true.
Yeah.
Is the least funny number. Okay, so that starts with Mr. 25. You go. Hey, you wanted to be a rogue.
Yeah. What order did we go in? Roger was first.
You were first last time. and then he went.
No.
Oh,
into the room.
Yeah, so Roger was going first, and then who was after?
Should we put these?
Yeah, we can erase that actually, and let me draw up a little bit of what's going on here. I think this will hopefully erase. It's not technically a whiteboard, but it's kind of working as
That's
well.
such a brilliant idea, and it's metallic.
Yeah, which I thought added a little bit to it. It's just a magnetic sign. So,
Do I sense a boss fight coming here?
yeah, this is a mini boss technically.
Oh!
Yeah. So
Not
let's
the big kahuna?
No, not the big kahuna. This is just the mini kahuna. Okay, so here he is at the end of this room.
Okay.
So these are the cabinets lining the space, and this is the room that you guys just entered into. There's a keypad. So it's actually a pretty simple setup in terms of this, but you can put the people out there. Roger went in first.
Roger Wilco.
Yeah. Roger will kill.
Roger Ramjet.
And how were we?
Choose however you thought you guys came in.
I was last.
You were last?
Yeah, like John Wayne.
Would you have been second or third?
Ooh, I think I would have been second, right?
Okay.
Because I keyed in the code.
Yep.
Okay.
Keep-
Are we all blocking each other from entering?
Okay, can we get out? Well,
yeah, you
how would
guys.
we have, can I hide again?
You could if you want to. Yeah, if you want to use your movement. There's
Go around and
There's nothing keeping you from 30 movement this time.
You could open a cupboard and hide behind the door, maybe.
Yep.
well, however I can hide to not be in line of sight of the bad guy and
Yeah.
whatever the other requirements are.
There's a troll. That's
Uh,
a Witcher troll.
You got 20 for right. Okay, I was just writing down who was who. I'm actually using a paper for this for once. Amazing. Okay. 10.
Oh, right, I have to roll.
Okay.
I wonder if bullets are gonna work on him.
Depends on where you shoot them. Everybody's vulnerable.
So I was able to get around the corner.
Yes. Yeah, you can
Bullets
hide it
work
from
on
everything.
Yep.
Roll stealth. 18 plus a lot. 18 plus 13, so yeah.
That does hit him. Or wait,
No,
that's
no.
oh you're hiding.
No, I'm
Sorry.
hiding.
Yes.
That's my stealth roll. That's
Okay.
my GTFO.
Yeah, is there anything in Rapture that ammo doesn't take down for effect? I can't think of it.
No, everything's.
Everything's vulnerable in
Yeah.
Rapture.
Okay.
So I hid for now.
You're just hiding. That's all. That's all you want to do.
I think that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay. Nessa, you next.
Oh man.
So
Okay,
suddenly
I'm gonna
gone,
cast
but maybe they
Bless
know.
again.
Based on what happened last time, that I'm hiding and
Yeah, I think your friends have figured out that you've got some weird ability to just disappear. Like, well, I guess he didn't want to fight.
but I do a lot of damage when
Yeah.
I suddenly do fight.
Yeah, hopefully they don't think you're just a coward running away. He ran away again.
They probably thought that the first time, but
Yeah.
then
Then you
guys suddenly
appeared.
started losing their heads.
Yep. So,
What?
What?
Am I on the same person? I guess so.
In arms.
mm-hmm.
I think I want to cast Bless again.
Okay.
But
Oh, we don't know what kind of critter this is.
Nope.
No.
You can't see what's inside.
Is that a move we should make before we attack?
On your turn, you can try to perceive those things
Okay, I
if
think
you would
I
like
got
to. Okay, wait till she's done, and
Okay.
then you're right after her. So if that's what you want to do.
okay, but I'm gonna cast it at 4th level,
Yeah.
which means that
4th level. Wow.
no, never mind.
Uh,
I'm just gonna cast it at 1st level because it doesn't really help beyond 1d4.
Okay.
So I will. It says 3 people that I can see. I'll cast it on, so I'll go ahead and cast it on everybody.
Okay. Bless.
So not also, yeah.
Well, maybe I'll cast it. Okay, I'll cast it at 2nd level, and I'll include myself.
Okay. Okay.
2nd level bless, and I'm gonna as a.
Can she do that on me if I'm hidden?
Yeah.
Okay.
She can do that on you.
Up to 3 creatures within range, the range being 30 feet.
Yeah. She doesn't have to see you.
Sweet.
She
Okay.
just knows where you are. She knows when you're sleeping. She knows when you're awake.
Oh. Alright,
She knows
and then
if
as a
you
bonus
matter.
action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right. Yeah.
And
Favorite one.
plus 8.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It looks like a PhD diploma.
Paper cuts then, right?
Yeah.
And this is the one
Wait, no, that was
goes on its
sacred.
own, right?
Is that Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame was your diploma.
Sacred
Yeah.
Flame was my diploma.
Yeah, do you want it to
so the
look like
spiritual
something
weapon is
Student loans.
Scary!
Lots of paper cuts.
oh man. Or
Or
just
is
like
it
a
like-
syringe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, a syringe would be
Go to
good.
just a
All right.
Spiritual weapon. is
That's pretty
syringe.
scary.
Okay, plus 8 to hit.
All right.
Yeah, 19 plus 8.
That hits him.
Okay, and so he's gonna take 1d8 plus 4 force.
Nice.
So d8 is this. Wait, this
Force him to take the damage.
7 points of damage.
7. All right. So that was with your spiritual weapon?
That was my spiritual
Okay, so you guys see something that's just bonkers. You see this enormous syringe appear out of nowhere. It's kind of glowing and bright and ethereal. And you hope, oh my god, I hope that's not against us. I hope that's for us. And so luckily you see it and it just kind of like stabs down at him, at this big hulking armored thing. And you hear him kind of, like he does make a noise. So you hear him kind of cry out. Dad, you are next. Is that all of your...
That, yes.
All your
that-
stuff?
That's
Okay.
my stuff.
Roger's next. Roger.
Yeah, I want to know what we're up against
Okay, so why don't you do a perception check for me?
with my 20-sided die.
Yep,
Okay.
and then add whatever perception bonus you have in your list.
18. Perception bonus, where's that?
In your list of the little add-ons there to the left. Yeah, under
Here?
perception. Yep. P, perception.
It says -1.
Oh, so you gotta take one away. Okay, what'd you get?
17.
Okay, so with the 17, especially since you were in the front of the group, you can see that actually down and to the side below where this armor was, you can see this, like, behind him, there's basically a gaping hole in the wall. Like something had clawed its way through into this room. And you can kind of guess at, or just kind of take a stab in the dark, that whatever had clawed its way into this room had actually climbed into this armor and is manning it.
Oh.
So you don't know actually what this creature is, but something that is probably bipedal and hulking, very large,
Okay.
is inside this armor. So if you want to, you can use your next attack to do any damage to him if you want to do that. You gotta tell me how you want to do that. So if you want to run at him and do physical armor or physical attack, or if you want to shoot at him, or what you'd like
I
to
want
do.
to blast him.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you want to stay where you are, kind of in front of everyone, or do you want to go off to the side and shoot at him, or how do you want to?
Head on.
Okay. All right. Shoot him where you're standing.
Yep.
Okay. Shoot her.
And
Okay. So roll your d20 and add whatever gun bonus you're going to be using.
okay, probably bad news.
All right.
It's a favorite.
He's pulling out the rifle. Everybody plug your ears.
19.
Oh yeah, that
Nice.
hits him. All right. So go ahead and do your
I
damage.
just happened to notice also, looking at his character sheet, he has improved critical, so a 19 is critical.
19 is crit, so that doubles your damage.
Oh,
So roll your damage,
damage.
which is your 2d10s. That's
2d12s.
right. Oh, 2d.
2d12 plus 2 for the bad news.
Oh, 2d12. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's d12s. I kept thinking it was d10s or
40,
something.
12.
22.
Plus 2.
24.
So-
Times 2.
The 22 was double
Is
CR.
48.
No, he rolled 22.
Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah, then plus 2.
So
And
40.
then times 2.
40 48?
48.
Oh man. So Roger just very deftly whips bad news off his back. Just is like 20 feet away from this guy and just gets him right in the head, like right through one eye. And this creature, he's not dead.
He's visually impaired.
He is visually impaired, so he is going to have disadvantage on his physical attacks.
That's just
So
your first attack.
We should,
Yeah.
and we should attack from that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to, you can go ahead and do your next attack on him.
Why not?
Yep. Yeah, because I'll say that your perception was your bonus action.
Start to
Just
ruin his
a little
day.
like added on bonus action.
20.
Yeah, that hits him.
And that's gonna do double damage again.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another double damage. Roger is not messing around. He's feeling good after that short rest.
Love it.
Meaning 40?
So you roll your damage.
Oh,
Yeah, roll your
okay.
damage first and then double it.
20. Or, excuse me. 20.
Yeah.
No,
With your 2.
18 plus 2, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 20, and then times 2 is 40.
Well, you don't double that the add-on. The add-on is
Oh,
just like
true.
add-on.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
double what's there, so 18 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 36, 38
Yeah.
total. Nice.
So
Roger
then
just
subtract 2 from the first one because I.
okay. That's 36. Yeah. So you double your dice,
Yeah.
and then whatever your add-ons are just by themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. So this thing is. Oh man. This thing just like.
And you can take a third action.
That's true. You could take
You're on
your.
fire.
If you, since you did a short rest, you can
Action surge.
do your action surge if you're feeling it. Roger might just
Why not?
3-shot this guy. This thing has a lot of health, and you have done a lot of damage to it. This is why fighters are so
20.
cool. Oh! All right, roll your
We
damage.
gotta take a picture of this.
This is good. Hey, we've got it recorded. Good. Yeah, so roll your
Dad
dices.
just switched out the new D20 too.
Yeah,
7.
7 total.
Yeah. So
Okay,
14.
so
plus
14.
2.
Okay, 14. 16.
Plus 2.
Yep,
Plus 2.
16. Oh man, this guy's hurting. Okay, so he's still alive, but you have taken like 90% of his health.
punished him.
His head is, there's just a huge hole in the armor of the mask. Like you actually blew off half of the mask, so you can actually see what's underneath. And now that you can see what it is, you see. It's nothing like you've ever seen before, but you could imagine that it looks similar to stuff from fairy tales that you heard as a kid. This picture is, can I zoom in on that? Oh, I can actually zoom in on it. So this is the gorgeous face that you see peeking out from the side of the mask.
Gorgeous.
So he is what's called a lake troll, so he's an underwater troll.
Oh, okay.
And he was kind of exploring this space and found this suit of armor and thought, hey, this is a really cool space to take a break, hang out.
Yeah, so he was just hanging out.
He was just hanging out, just like living his best life. And you guys are making it a hard day for him, so.
And what I know was this Big Daddy armor, or is this something else?
You would recognize that this is Big Daddy armor. This is a suit that looks not only like what you had heard about with the Big Daddy armor, but this one looks very specialized, as if they had taken care to add a lot of like add-ons to it and just souped it up.
Okay.
So this is what was just a suit of armor, but now has a creature inside of it trying to pilot it. Okay, so that
If you're not
was
familiar with Bioshock, that's
yeah.
Oh.
So they were the kind of the guys to walk around and
drill arm.
enforce.
And I forgot what they call it, but
Sit down.
the part of the game I'm in right now, they're introducing a new Big Daddy.
Yes,
Who's got like a
Bigger
shield.
daddy.
exactly.
Yeah.
So this is what they were working on to develop that. So he's kind of like the R&D version of this, and where they developed that.
Yeah.
So that's what you've come upon here. So that was Roger. Now, did you already go? You were 20. Roger was 16. Okay, you're 10. I just don't have names on here because this isn't a regular thing. Okay, now Victor's turn.
Okay.
I will cast Land's Aid damage.
What? I gave you all these, but I don't remember what they
Yeah.
do. What is that?
So, as a magic action, you can expend a use of Wild Shape and choose a point within 60 feet of yourself. Him. Life-draining thorns appear for a moment in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point.
Ooh.
Each creature of your choice in the sphere must make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC,
Nice.
taking 2d6 necrotic damage. Actually, it's 3d6 because I'm level 10.
Okay.
On a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
So he's doing a what save? A con save? Or what
Yes.
was
Constitution saving throw against my spell slave DC.
that? You got a 7.
My con is 14.
Nice. Yeah. So then you do damage to him.
Yeah, 3d6.
All right, do it.
You got some more d6s.
Yeah, I got minis. Whoops, they're all over the place now.
7.
7 total?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to describe kind of what yours might look like that you can create?
Oh, it's it's barnacles.
Barnacles, yes! That's so cool. So you kind of like stretch out your hand and all over the entire suit of armor, crust begin to almost like sprout out of it, just barnacles of all sizes, and they still have their little mouths on them. They're like, because barnacles have mouths when they're alive. But some of them are alive and some of them are crusty and huge. And like when we were at the beach recently, we found one that was like this. Like you can get huge barnacles. So that's very cool.
My head in like, did I just hear a bunch of barnacles?
Does that sound barnacly to you? And I would say it also kind of like crusts him to the ground a little bit by one leg. So he's going to have difficulty moving on his turn. So he's going to move at like half speed on his next turn. Anything else you want to do or can do or what you want to do?
I'm pretty sure Land's Aid also makes it, difficult.
Difficult
It should make
terrain.
it difficult terrain, but it's not. And I know, like in boulders, like anytime the creature starts their turn, they get damage.
Yeah, so his turn is next, so go ahead and
Well, hold
do
on.
some damage
I want to
for
make sure
that.
that's true before.
yeah.
But he's got 10% left in the tank.
He's hurting. He's hurting real good.
Good.
See, that's him trying to move.
I'm stuck.
I'm stuck in this manhole.
Didn't say anything about damage on his turn.
Yeah.
But it said something like when they, like if there's a radius to it, and it sounded like there was, I thought there was extra damage in there, but maybe I was just thinking like,
Vitality giving flowers and life draining thorns appear for a moment.
okay,
Each creature of your choice. Affected. Taking necrotic damage on a failed save.
okay. Well, let's just leave it at that for now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is his turn, unless you have anything else you want to do.
Nope.
Quiet, you. Okay, so one of his special things that he can do is he actually regenerates 10 health at the start of his turn. So he kind of bolsters himself up a little bit. He did gain a little bit of
There's a cup
health.
Coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Jabs a syringe in his arm. I don't know if he would really have the wherewithal to do something like that. Okay, and then he has a multi-attack that he is kind of at a disadvantage right now, so he can only go. Wait, what's his speed? The speed of this guy. Oh, he can't go very far at all, actually. I thought he could go farther. He could only go to like there. Yeah.
And
so,
he was encumbered by the barnacles.
right, and so he only gets 20 feet of speed, so he did about 10 there. So that's as far as he can get. Let's see what else he can do. Multi-attack, bite, and claw. So he's just melee, so he can't shoot you guys with anything. But he is mad and lumbering, and he healed slightly. So, top of the round to you, Jonathan.
Okay.
Philip's turn. And remember, you are blessed.
Blessed and invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to sneak back around in here and
Yeah, you can do that.
So I would stay invisible as far as, I mean, he would need to throw he needs to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah, sure, I can do that. To see if he sees you. Or he's
The
not.
save was 31, so.
Oh yeah, he ain't doing nothing. He cannot see out of his armor. Okay, you guys can also be blessed.
Okay. So I'll come in here and what do I do? I'm not looking at my own sheet. Let's see. I was like, what are those spells? No. Let's see. Try this. I am going to come in here.
He tripped over something.
No, I think I am still just going to use it.
Okay. Do what you're gonna do.
Because it works really well.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
No
Can you
analysis
only-
paralysis. Just pick one.
What?
What? Go ahead. What are you gonna do?
I'm just wondering what I can do. So, can I only sneak attack with, like, a melee or ranged weapon? Can I
Yeah.
sneak attack with a spell? That's fine.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can sneak attack with
As
anything.
long as it's not a vocalized spell.
Yeah.
So once you if
Yeah.
it's a vocalized spell, then you
Mhm.
give up your sneak.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
Okay.
Read means verbal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. So I'll use my whip.
Okay. Whip him.
16.
That. Let me double check. Just hits him.
Okay.
Yep. But you have blessed anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it hits him.
Okay, so. Can I borrow 46? please? So I'm not gonna stay invisible, but I'm gonna hopefully.
Oh, nice. This is with your whip?
This is with my whip.
Ooh, nice.
$26.
26? Okay, tell me how you decimate this guy. You did just enough damage to kill him. Even after he healed.
I sure around his leg, ripped off his leg, and he fell over.
Oh, he's just down there on the ground. Yeah, that was hurting him. That hurt him good. Good job. You guys killed him
But,
so much faster than I thought you would.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Which I'm glad for. I mean,
all from the rifle.
that was some good damage.
And the
Very satisfying.
2 critical hits in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, that helped a lot. That was really good.
Yeah, some good rolls.
Yep, that was good. Okay, so now you are in this room with this body in this armor. Move my stuff around here. So let me know what you want to do.
I want to raid the cupboards.
Okay. All right, do an investigation check for me then.
Investigation
Mhm.
or perception?
Investigation, because you're actively looking.
17.
Okay. You find one. I mean, you find lots of like many glass bottles, some labeled, some not, but you find one cabinet in particular that is locked. You can try to pick the lock or disarm it, or however you want to do
Oh,
that.
I can pick locks.
Can I call my friend over here?
Yeah, got a lockpicky guy.
I mean, you didn't actually give me thieves' tools.
I don't know if I gave them to you, but you would have something in your arsenal that would act as this.
I don't know how to do that. Let's see.
Yeah, just I have a DC for it, and you roll sleight of hand. It's a
And that's-
dexterity.
And I don't add anything to it, or oh no?
If
I
you're
add
proficient.
add the sleight of hand.
Oh, can I give you guidance?
Ooh, she can guide you, yeah.
I have plus
That's you.
13.
Oh, sweet. Okay,
Oh.
good.
I wonder how.
Well, if I touch you and give you guidance,
Yeah,
you
guidance
can add
is-
another D4 to whatever,
Yeah.
whatever skill you
Do it.
want. If you're willing, you have to be willing.
No, don't
I
touch
got this. I got
Don't touch me.
this. I can roll 1. 17 plus 13. 30.
You just
See, I got it.
you just looked at that lock and it was like boink. It just unlocked. So inside, you find bottles with traces of Adam. So you do not find one that is full, but you find traces of it.
Okay.
So
mix them all into one single bottle.
you
It's
got like
still
like this.
like
It's
half
little.
inch.
It's little. And then you
I got
also
one finger of
find.
Adam.
You also find. This one, Winter Blast Plasmid.
Ooh, yeah, we haven't used our plasmids yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
me
guys
too.
blew away that guy. I mean, we'll see what happens when you find the last
Do you
guy.
guys
But
know, what does this one do? Winter Blast.
Oh,
Oh, Winter Blast
Ice
is
knife.
great. It freezes the person, and then one bullet will
Yeah.
cause them to explode.
so this one doesn't
Yeah.
quite do that. This one's a little bit different in the way it functions. This is more like
I didn't
a.
realize. So these are ones that
That's
came
the
from
actual
game.
name of the plasmid.
From the game.
Yes, from the game. And then this is the spell that I've picked to go with it.
Yeah. You create a shard of
pretty
ice and
brilliant,
fling it
Krista.
at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes.
Yeah, so it can do damage to things around it when it explodes.
I'd probably investigate the hole.
The hole?
Oh yeah.
Well, you should investigate the hole and maybe the suit also.
Oh yeah.
Things like that. Do an investigation.
18 plus 7.
Okay, so you investigate the hole, and it looks like this thing had somehow gotten its way into what is basically like the inner wall, the outer wall and the inner wall. So there's like an outer wall that takes on a lot of the pressure from the outside of the water, and there's like an inner wall, and he had found a way in between those two, and this was maybe the softest spot he had found to be able to come through the wall. And once he got in there, he was like enamored of this armor. He's just like, this is the coolest thing ever, and then he got in it. So
Did he come from down below, up above?
if you put your head into this hole, you're basically seeing it's pitch black inside of wherever you're looking.
Flashlight.
You have a flashlight, yeah. If you look up and around, it's kind of similar. This is hard to describe because I've been on submarines, and how do I describe this to other people? There's
I've
like
seen diagrams.
yeah, so there's like bulkhead walls all the way up and down, and there are places where windows could go through if there was windows, but this whole side of the building is pretty much like closed off to anything. So all you're basically seeing is the ugly inside of a bulkhead type wall that would be a pressurized space and whatnot, a pressure receiving wall. So there are kind of like, not buttresses, but like things, almost like a skeleton inside between these two walls that would be supporting and taking pressure off of interior walls. So he somehow, somewhere, has found his way into the building and in through the wall space and whatnot, and had climbed his way up and busted in here. So that's the best way I can describe what you're seeing. So you're not really what you're like. He had claws and whatnot to be able to climb around in this space,
no way
but this
that we
space
would be
is
able to do that.
not really like a human accessible space. It would be big enough if you wanted to go into it, but it's like you don't know how far down it goes and you don't know how high up it goes. It's just like you can look up and it just goes on and on and on, but there are like bars that go between.
Yeah, like metal.
So like
metal
yeah.
studs.
So if you wanted to, you could like try to acrobatics your way up and through this, but you don't know.
Parkour.
Oh, thanks.
You don't know what you would encounter out there or find. Who else is investigating stuff? So we've investigated the hole and the cabinets and what
We
else?
haven't looked at the suit yet.
Yeah, did we take his wallet?
Not yet. Somebody check him. You want to check him?
Yeah, I'll check him.
All right, check him.
Oh, wait.
Pat him down.
Investigate.
Yep. More than a 10.
8.
Okay.
Yep.
Luckily
He's there.
for you,
He's there.
luckily for you, there was a lot of damage done to the suit, so it's actually easy to get into. The only things that you find on him actually are an old note. It looks like a folded up piece of paper. And you do notice that the suit actually has a number inscribed on it. So it almost has like a label plate. And the label plate is almost like his designation, and it's A29X. So that is seems to be fairly significant to you, as like why they would choose this guy specifically for like why this suit of armor, and why was it back here in kind of the R&D secrety department. So other than that, you found the folded up note and just those two things.
Did he have like a weapon on him?
Nope. Just a dude in a suit.
Cool.
Yep.
Didn't have like a drill arm like that.
Well, the suit may have, but it didn't have any mechanics for that, so like he didn't really know how to operate that. It was mostly he was just gonna try to bludgeon you to death. Yeah. He didn't even get a hit in on you guys.
Yeah, no.
He stepped forward 10 feet.
Yeah,
That's all he got. Guys stomped him.
And no reason to believe that he has been affected by like Adam or plasmids.
You cannot tell if he's
Must
really.
have, though, right? I mean, did he
he was
used to be
a
a
sea
human
creature.
as far as?
No, this guy looks like he could have crawled in from the water. Because if you look at his picture I showed you, let's see if he's still up here.
Yeah, he looks like a.
He looks like some kind of underwater creature. Like this guy, he's got barnacles on him, and he's got kind of kelp.
Water troll? Or
He's a lake troll. That's what they call him specifically in here, but he's a water-based kind of troll.
Well, you know what?
But he looks like he had spent a lot of time outside.
Being that I'm a marine biologist and
Yes.
part of this expedition to learn things, I'm gonna hack and slack and take some things.
Take what you want. Okay.
Skin
So go ahead and
samples.
do a nature roll for me.
Alright. Even if I get a 10 on this one, I have good nature.
Yay!
19 total.
All right. So you can have. Let me roll some things here. You can have 3 of his teeths,
Good.
and you can take a pretty good chunk of his skin if you want to take that with you. It's got some cool.
Dirty.
Not only is it it's
Fish
kind of
dirty.
tough like a hide, but it also has scales in places. So he's like some weird amalgamation of multiple types of creatures. Pieces of him almost seem rocky too, but it's just curious. Like what?
Pop an eyeball out.
Oh yeah, roll for eyeball.
Roll for
That's a special one
Second roll.
because that's got to be very precise.
14.
All right. Yes, you get an eyeball. It is not pretty, but you get that, and you notice that there's some bottles around that are empty. You just pop that right thing in there. Stick that in your pocket and take it.
Kind of mash it like a meatball, but
Yeah, it's gross. Yep, you get one of those eyeballs out of there.
Is it bigger than a cow's eyeball?
I was thinking cow's eyeball. Well, it's actually probably a little bit smaller than that. It's a little bit more beady than that, but like maybe golf ball size.
okay.
Good old golf ball. That's gross, but cool. And to you, fascinating.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, he's a
fascinating.
sea creature.
Yep. So yeah, he's definitely not a splicer of any sort, and he doesn't look like he was originally human or anything like that. He looks like he's just some weird sea monster you guys have never even seen before.
But since we're in 1973, you can't look at his DNA.
Yep. You're gonna have to. Well, he might because he works in a special R&D lab. So his character may have access to those kind of things.
Yeah, we got some DNA sequencing and some
I know those Ruskies,
Maybe a
man.
spectrometer.
computers.
Okay.
Do you suppose he got in from the outside, from the water?
Yeah, but
There must be a breach somewhere.
Yeah. Well, what did you see? Like, where do you think he came in?
Through the wall. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hard to tell.
are there more of him? And if so, where do they live?
Well, either he got turned into this, or there are more of them.
He got turned. Okay. So you guys have pretty much hit the far end of the medical wing.
Only place left to go.
Yep, nowhere else to go. So you're gonna have to figure out where you want to go next.
Dang, let's just leave without looking at that OR. Let's just
Yeah.
right past that.
I guess we didn't find any.
Yeah, no.
We're like walking by, we hear a noise in there, we're like, nope.
No. Bye.
Okay, go to the
You going to the OR? Okay.
Unless anybody wants to go to
Or
the lower atrium first.
There's a restaurant.
Restaurant, yeah.
The theater.
where do you want to go first? You hitting the
One of
OR
us
as you go
hasn't
out?
found a plasmid yet.
We haven't found much Adam yet, which I feel like is a failure, so we should go to the OR.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you go into the OR. It's not locked. There is kind of those cool like double doors type thing. In between the two double doors sets, there's kind of a little step-up area, and what you find is, can I see your map?
It's a Gryffindor, and that was like, wait, that was a hat.
Yeah. So right here is some stairs, and this actually goes up into a viewing space up above.
That's right.
So it's one of those cool, creepy ORs where you actually watch people getting surgery done. So the operating room is a hauntingly circular space. It's designed once intended to inspire confidence and hope in the face of illness, now serving as a chilling reminder of Rapture's dark history. The walls are painted a faded, sterile white, but the color is marred by streaks of rust and grime, testament to years of neglect. In the center of the room stands an old operating table, its surface covered in a layer of dust and remnants of past procedures. The once pristine linens now tattered and stained. Around the room, surgical instruments lie scattered, some rusted, others broken, each a relic of frantic moments long gone. The shadows cast by the flickering overhead lights dance ominously across the space, creating an unsettling atmosphere that seems to pulse with the memories of desperate surgeries. Above, a long observation gallery looms, its glass windows cracked and smeared with grime, offering a view into the operating room. The gallery, once a place for family members and students to witness the miracles of modern medicine, now feels like a mausoleum of lost hope. The seats are covered in dust, and the metal railings are rusted, hinting at a time when curiosity and education thrived, now replaced by a somber quiet. Faded charts and diagrams hang on the walls, their colors muted and peeling, depicting human anatomy in detailed illustrations that now feel eerily out of place. A small supply cabinet sits against one wall, its door ajar and its contents strewn about, showcasing expired medications and forgotten bandages. Let's see how many of the gauze there are. Okay, when you get there. Okay, the operating room with its nearly circular design feels as if it's closing in, echoing the weight of despair and desperation that has seeped into its very structure. Here, the line between life and death once danced on the edge of possibility, but now it stands as a chilling testament to Rapture's ambition and the tragic consequences of its unraveling. So, you guys can do some inspectifying.
How long is it? Investigate for gauze.
All right.
5.
Well, you find 3 gauze. That's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
Are there
Anybody else inspecting?
15.
All right.
doors or stairs, anything to get into the operating room?
So you can just walk straight into the operating room. You can also take the little stairs up to the
Oh,
up to observation area.
oh, so we're here in the entrance.
Yeah.
And
You can go straight in. Yep.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's like double doors,
Yeah.
and then that
Yeah.
upstairs is just kind of
Oh,
goes
so
up
in between the
to
double
the
doors.
observation,
is
looking
up
down. You hand that to
Gallery.
Dad.
Oh yeah, I know what that is. I just didn't.
Nice.
I didn't. I thought at first you made it sound like we're going in through there and it takes us to the gallery.
You
and
can
not
go
through-
up there, yeah. So I'm just gonna treat this as one large room that you guys are just kind of walking around through and inspecting. So Dad finds the insect swarm plasmid, which is a pretty good one.
Great fun at parties.
Yeah. What other investigations or perceptions did you guys do? 17. What'd you get?
6.
Okay. Okay. You find Victor. You find more. Let's see. Hold on. You find another.
I'm looking primarily more for more files.
More files?
Yeah.
Okay, you do not find, I mean, you find various files around here, but they're more of the, like, we're taking a cyst off of this guy, and stuff that was actually legitimate things that they did here in this operating room. None of them seemed to be sinister or weird or creepy. Those ones definitely were back in the office and seemed to kind of stay there unless they needed them for things. This OR seems to be a place where people actually had work done, legitimate things that needed to happen for people who really did live here. You find
Plastic surgery.
how many? Let's see. You find 4 needles, which can be used as thrown weapons for 1d4 damage each, and then they're expired. And you find 1 scalpel, which can be used as a dagger, which is a 1d4 piercing. Other than that, I mean, just the stuff that I kind of described that were like, there's an operating room or an operating table and like blankets and used linens and whatnot. And yeah, there's not a, let's see.
That is such a bad sound.
I know. It really does sound like a toilet flushing right
Or
at the end.
toilet backing up.
Yeah, backing up, yeah. Bad things.
Can I roll an investigation a second time for looking specifically for Adam?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yep.
And have we actually seen into the OR?
You are in it. You're walking around in it right now.
Okay, so we didn't go up into the gallery. We went
Like,
through both.
you
sets
can
of
do
doors.
both. Like, you can be going through here and looking for stuff and then going up there and checking out what's in there. What did you get?
Natural one.
Okay, so what you find is over at that, I described kind of a cabinet that had been rifled through. It's clear that someone had gone through this cabinet and basically taken out all of the good contents. There is a small vial of kind of a little bit glowing liquid, but just a very, very small amount. It's just like the dregs of the bottle, basically. So you can take that with you or leave it or whatever you want to do, but that
Take it
was
with me.
that was just a very, very small amount that you found there.
And I don't even know if that's Adam. It's just a glowing.
Yeah, it's just kind of glowing red liquid that's like, oh, this could be some of it, but I'm not really certain. Okay, but that is pretty much the extent of everything that you find in the OR.
Should we check the gallery?
Yeah, the gallery is where you came back through to find the shops.
Oh, the
So
great
the-
gallery?
What's that?
We haven't actually.
Oh, you
She
mean
meant
up in the
gallery.
that I've kind of included in your search in terms of things that you found and whatnot. So there's like needles and scalpels and whatnot in certain places, and there's like gauze, and so things have been kind of like scattered, and obviously people had been like rifling through it, and you know, when there was a lot of turmoil and issues and whatnot, people came here to like gather items. So yes, so you've pretty much found any of the good stuff that's left over. You guys have picked up. You were lucky to find a plasmid there, honestly. Like, that one somehow got missed. But it's a pretty good roll, so. So where are you going to now? So yeah, if you wanted to get
Yeah,
down...
been back to the, gone to the lower atrium or the restaurant.
Yeah. So there's 2 ways to do that. You can either go back to the elevators and take the elevator down, or you can take the stairs down into the lower atrium. I mean, otherwise in the elevator bay, you can get into the balcony of the restaurant through those doors, but that's your choice. There's like basically 3 different ways to get onto that lower floor.
Well, there's this big old restricted thing on my map.
Oh.
Little hex there.
Oh,
Let's
no,
go.
I'm restricted.
Let's go elevator.
Do I know? Do I remember why?
You have no idea what's down there.
I
Alright.
just heard from the splicer that
There's an area
there
that,
was an area that he didn't really know about.
yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't have any memory of what was down there.
Should we go to the restaurant via the balcony then? Check out this area on the way to there?
Yes, why not?
Sure.
So, okay, so if you're doing that, let me see your map. Okay, so you're going back down this way
Back
through the
through
medical
there.
wing this way?
Yep.
And then through the balcony?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure. Okay, back up.
I remember doing a lot of retracing my steps. In Bioshock 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
All
and
right.
3.
Yeah.
I
So,
like to play 2.
yeah, so in that area there was the French double doors, and they were kind of slightly ajar. One of them was a little bit broken.
It's a French Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Double door.
Harry Potter.
3 points for Gryffindor! Oh no, that's terrible. Okay. So, who wants to try to go through the doors? Who's going through the doors? They're kind of broken in and whatnot, so you're gonna have to kind of. Roger's going for it.
Yep.
Okay.
Just bust them down all
Oh,
the
okay.
way.
All right. So, if you're going to
I've
get
got a lead pipe.
okay, that's fine.
I have a bunch of lead projectiles.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you do that, will you please roll a dexterity saving throw for me? Which would be up in the smaller box, up to the left of your sheet, the saving throws that are up there. There should be one that has dexterity, and that'll give you a certain...
+2.
So roll your d20 and add your 2.
20.
All right. Okay, so you avoided the bludgeoning damage that happens when you go to push these doors too hard. What happens is there is a large cave-in that happens from the ceiling above, and so you push hard, and you start to hear stuff of like "Ear" and crumbling, and you step back, and as you do, in front of you just kind of caves in there.
Oh,
And I just stepped
not
over.
going that way.
It's a pretty big cave-in. You can try to bust your way through, but there are ways that are maybe less intensive to go through. So that was
So
just
maybe not that way.
yeah. So you can either you can either do the atrium or you can try the elevator. Excuse me. One way or the other.
Can I thunder blast it?
You can, sure. You can try and do it. Let's see how much damage you do to it.
Do what?
He's got some spells he might be feeling over here.
Yeah, let's see. How many of these spell slots do I got?
Like so many. I'm guessing.
They're usually like
Oh, you got so many.
above your spells. Like each tier of spells has.
I see. Oh yeah.
You see that?
He has a ridiculous amount.
Oh, I could even burn a 5. Oh, let's burn a 4.
Okay.
Let's thunder wave this bad boy.
All right. So you tell your friends to stand back. You're not leaving Roger in front of all this.
Thunderwave?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll to hit it.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Actually, no, you don't have to roll to hit it because it's
Yeah,
an
it's
object.
a Constitution saving.
No. Just roll some damage.
Okay. I rolled on the internet and rolled a 15.
Okay. All right. So with a 15, let's see.
Did you do like second level or first level?
4.
Fourth level.
You did fourth level.
Yeah.
Okay, Thunder Wave is you unleash a wave of thunderous energy. All right, so Victor tells you guys to kind of stand back behind him, and you guys are like, "What? Why? What are you gonna do? You're just a dude." And he kind of lifts his hand, and there's this rumbling that happens, and you think there's actually going to be another cave-in that's happening, and seconds later, there's just this blast of energy that happens that comes from his hand somehow. And it blasts all the debris out of the way. I mean, there's still some kind of stuff on the floor and whatnot, but it just like, doors are gone, debris is gone. There is a clear path here. Not sure if the balcony's gonna hold, but there is now a way through at least. So if you want to, you guys can go ahead and enter the balcony space. Let me see.
Hey man, how did you do that?
You know, this is just what Americans can do. I am pretty sure I have seen my favorite actor, John Wayne. Very same things.
All right, so this restaurant is called Neptune's Bounty. And Neptune's Bounty is a hauntingly beautiful restaurant, a once elegant dining establishment now marred by the ravages of time and conflict. As you step inside, the gentle lapping of water against the floor greets you, and that's when you're down on the lower spot, so you won't see that, or you won't experience that yet when you're on the balcony, but
So the restaurant's flooded.
a little bit of flooding,
Okay.
yep. So it's probably like 6 inches of flooding water on the ground down there. A surreal reminder that the ocean has claimed this space. The bottom floor is submerged in about 6 inches of murky water, reflecting the dim flickering lights overhead, creating an eerie ambiance. The scent of salt water mingles with something more rancid, a heavy metallic odor that clings to the air. Many tables and chairs lie overturned, scattered like discarded memories. Their once stylish upholstery faded and torn. The remaining furniture is marred by water stains and rusted bullet casings, which float lazily in the grimy water, whispering stories of violence that echo through the ruined space. Yep. The walls bear the scars of battle, peppered with bullet holes that tell of desperation and chaos. Dark stains mark where life and conflict intersected, and the faint sound of dripping water and that toilet that keeps overflowing adds to the unsettling atmosphere. A secondary balcony, or a balcony entrance looms above. That's where you guys are entering in. Its wrought iron railing, rusted and forlorn, hinting at a time when patrons would arrive in anticipation of a lavish meal, a drink, and fine company. Downstairs, so if you guys go a little bit lower, you will find that to one side a kitchen door hangs ajar, revealing a glimpse of the chaos within. Utensils and cookware lie haphazardly strewn about, and the once bustling kitchen is now a tomb of broken plates and appliances in disrepair. As you survey the room, the shadows seem to pulse with the memories of laughter and clinking glasses, now replaced by an oppressive silence. Rapture's feast stands as a ghostly testament to a world that once thrived, now submerged in water and sorrow, waiting for the whispers of its past to echo once more. So you guys can kind of check around there if you want to look for things. Tell me where you want to check it out. So you guys are entering on the balcony, and the balcony actually houses where the bar was. You've definitely blown away a lot of things off of the bar with your thunder wave, but there are still some things here and there if you want to investigate that area. Other than that, there were kind of like the tall tables and tall chairs on the balcony space, so it's more for like just drinks and whatnot for that. What are you doing?
I am casting water walk.
Uh-oh.
So that I do not get my shoes wet.
all right.
Walk on 6
You do that just for you or everyone?
Oh,
Just me.
oh wait,
Just
oh wait.
Yeah, you got a thing?
I got create, destroy water.
You do! That's right.
But
it has
But
limits.
how much?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh shoot, I've got it. It says I can destroy water.
Mm-hmm.
If I cast it like at, let's see, if I cast it at 4th level, for example, I can destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Would a restaurant count as open container? But that's more than 10 gallons.
That's a lot more than 10
Okay,
gallons.
yeah, never mind.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot more than that. But you all suddenly notice that Vic is somehow walking on the water.
I will cast it for everybody.
Oh, for everybody.
Yeah, you can.
All right, well,
Oh, nice.
if you guys go down the stairs onto the water, you notice this odd, just jarring effect of like, I cannot step into the water.
This water is not actually as deep as I thought.
Yeah, it does kind of look like you're just walking on top of the water. Does anybody want to investigate things?
I think I'll go into the kitchen.
Okay. All right, go ahead and investigate the kitchen.
May I also investigate the kitchen?
16.
Okay, investigate. And are you still up on the balcony?
No, we're like down in like a little dining area, you said, near a bar?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, the bar is upstairs in the balcony.
Okay.
And then the dining room is downstairs.
Gotcha. I'll investigate the dining room area.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay, and you got a, what was that, 14?
16.
16. Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay. So I'll start
There's
with
tables.
you. So you find that when you did your thunder wave or whatever, you actually blew stuff off of the bar. And you find... What are these guys?
Incinerate plasmid.
Yes. So that had been kind of mixed in with the bar drinks.
So,
Yeah, don't spicy drink, definitely. So you guys in the kitchen, you're kind of looking around. You do see a lot of pots and pans. Are you wanting to pick up a knife to use?
That's probably what I
Okay.
planning to
So
do.
you kind of
I got
pocket one of the pretty obvious sitting up there, knives that are, some of them are still in the blocks, so you're kind of like picking through them, like looking for the sharpest one. Like, this one's pretty okay. Stick it in your belt or whatever you're gonna do with it.
That seems extremely
Hey,
dangerous.
you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do with it. Wherever you put it, I don't care. Let's see. With your higher perception check, you do notice that you start to kind of smell gas.
Ooh. Okay.
So there is kind of a constant gas leak going on. So,
Okay.
and then, are you guys still continuing to look around in the kitchen, do some more looking for stuff?
Whichever you do, don't strike a match.
Vic comes back at that moment and is like, it's dark in here, and finally casts his magic fire.
Okay, you guys do a dexterity saving throw for me. Because if it wasn't that, I had another mechanism to light it, so that was perfect. Thank you. So the three of you, and Roger's just like off on the side, just looking through some stuff. The three of you bozos in the kitchen. Roll dexterity saving throws for me.
Okay.
Roll high.
Oh boy, I have.
He's finally learning his magic. He's like,
What's this do? Hey, you guys know I can do this?
20.
20?
That wasn't a real roll.
Natural.
It was a cock.
It was a cock.
It's cock.
Okay. 20.
Oh! What'd you get?
You also got it?
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
17.
Hey!
All right. Well, somehow it ignites and blows them out of the kitchen safely.
Into
You
the
guys-
chairs at the table. There's-
You guys do not take damage miraculously
Wow.
somehow. You do hit the water as you would the floor, so that kind of hurts, but you don't take any damage. So, but you just blew up the kitchen. If you were to go back and look, it is charred.
and he's just looking at his hand like, wow, I thought that was just little cantrip.
It's pretty powerful,
Yeah.
actually.
That was pretty amazing.
That's pretty good.
And the insurance adjuster is gonna have.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. All right. So you found the kitchen
And your
trap.
reaction to
Aha.
all of us.
All right, you found the plasmid. Unless you guys are you looking for specific things? Oh yeah, Dad found it. Or no, you found it.
Yeah, the
you
one
found it
that's
up in the. It had
on
been
the bar.
blown off the bar.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you looking
Which
for?
one was that?
Incinerate.
Oh.
Usually like one of the first ones you get, I think.
Yeah.
How have we checked the bar already?
That so he
Let's check
blew the bar away when he busted open the doors
Okay.
because the bar was up on that floor.
That's right.
So that's how he found that plasmid was he had come down off of the balcony and actually noticed it was amongst the debris that had flown off of the bar. So it was down in there. So you guys have pretty much, unless you're looking for something specific, you've pretty much found everything in the restaurant area.
All right.
Let's go, I
We should
guess.
go back towards the restricted section.
All right.
Since
So-
let's do ourselves up.
Living here and
Yes. So yeah. So that little funky little shape.
Nubbin?
Yeah, that little nubbin is
Room
where the elevator comes down.
Oh.
So that's where you would exit the elevator and then go into the restaurant. So you go down the hall, a long skinny hallway leading from the elevator vestibule to the Eve Lounge is a dimly lit corridor steeped in a sense of foreboding. Flickering lights overhead sputter intermittently, casting erratic shadows that dance across
This is where the
healing walls.
bad guys came from.
Yeah. The floor is uneven with water pooling in places, creating an unsettling reflection of the
Oh.
flickering light above.
Yes.
This is
Now
this.
we're directly below where.
Posters cling to the walls, vibrant images of smiling patrons raising glasses in celebration, their joy starkly contrasted by the decay surrounding them. Slogans extolling the virtues of various alcoholic beverages are barely legible, the colors dulled by age and grime. Freaky's bad for you! As you walk down the hallway, the sound of dripping water echoes, punctuating the silence with an eerie rhythm. Each step feels heavy, as if the memories of revelry that once filled this space linger just out of reach, overshadowed by the oppressive atmosphere of abandonment. The hallway seems to beckon you forward, leading you deeper into the shadows of Rapture, where the promise of the Eve Lounge lies waiting. So, you come out into the Eve Lounge, and
This is Eve as in the opposite of Adam. Okay, got it.
yep, and it's just kind of the name for the space. They wanted to make it inviting and like, yeah, spunky. So you come out, it's kind of a weird shaped space. It's kind of a hexagon shaped space. but it sits down below the atrium, so there's kind of some pillars that kind of hold up the higher space, and then the stairs kind of funnel down into it. But around that space, there's tables and chairs and whatnot. Some of them are kind of overturned, a lot like the restaurant. There is a larger bar in this space that kind of goes along the whole main lower 3 parts of that hexagon, and then in between those it's divided by another kitchen space, going back to another kitchen space. I don't suggest the kitchen space.
I will go in and...
Oh no! And then if you keep going through the lounge, there is a men's and women's restroom separated towards the back, and then what looks like a restricted area towards the back. So you can go and check that out if you're interested.
Is it labeled restricted?
It is not specifically labeled, but it is... let me describe it to you because it's interesting. At the end of the dim hallway in the Eve Lounge, just past the neglected restrooms, and originally if you had gone down here first, you would have encountered your first zombie in one of the restrooms, but they had all funneled upstairs when they heard you upstairs, so it was kind of an either you go down here and you meet them and they come down, or you go up here and you meet them and they come up. So
got it. Smart DMing.
I just gotta figure it out, man. Just past the neglected restrooms, a sense of foreboding hangs in the air. A crisscrossing security gate stands ominously in your path, its rusted metal bars stark against the peeling wallpaper. The gate looms like a sentinel, warning against trespass into the unknown depths beyond. Through the gate, a barely illuminated space stretches into darkness. The flickering glow of a solitary downlight casting uneven shadows dance along the floor. The light pools softly at the base of the gate, illuminating a sleek metal door that bears the scars of time. A keypad is embedded in the wall beside the door, its buttons worn and faded, but let's see.
Try 4923. Whatever it was.
The as you peer through the security gate, the shadows seem to pulse, hinting at the secrets that lie just out of reach. So yes, this is a door behind a gate. So there's kind of like a security gate in front of it, and then out of reach is the keypad and the door. So you have to figure out how to get past that gate if you want to be able to reach around and dink around with the keypad.
This is like a gate that comes down in front of the
It's
shop.
like one that's like, yeah,
Oh.
like the kind of accordion type doors that are made
Okay.
of crisscrossing metal, you know.
Yes. got it.
Yeah. So that one is locked as far as you can tell. Both things are locked.
I sneak attack the door.
You want to try unlocking it?
Yeah. I had damage.
Okay. So go ahead and do your thieves' tools and sleight of hand and unlock that.
So
gate.
there is like a lock.
Yeah, so the gate is obviously like you can see where it's locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 plus 13.
That does not work. So the gate remains locked, and you have broken off a tool inside of the lock.
The guard shows up and goes, "Halt, criminal scum!"
You can't do that here. It's an NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Buddy. Yeah. So if you want to try a different method, you've now ruined the lock. Dad, you want to try shooting the lock off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or hitting it with your pipe?
Start with the lead pipe.
All right, start with the
there
lead
like
pipe.
a padlock or something?
Yeah, it's like a padlock type thing that you were trying to unlock. So go ahead, and you don't have to roll to hit it. Just do roll me roll me your d20 at advantage, so you
Can I-
can roll it twice.
Can I? Oh, I was gonna say, can I assist him by using heat metal on the
Oh
lock?
yes, yeah, you can do that. So
Okay.
that will give him advantage on it. So you do heat metal first.
Heat metal.
So go ahead and roll with advantage. So roll your d20 twice, Dad. Hi, puppies.
2.
Uh-oh.
And
1.
20!
yeah! So easily, just with the lead pipe, he walks up. It's bright red at this point, and he just tink falls off into the water and sizzles.
Maybe whip it first and then immediately.
Whoops! I missed. All right, so you guys can pull back the security gate, and you can now get to the passcode, the keypad.
Right.
So if you should probably investigate the keypad. If you think that might help.
You've
BM
got
eyebrows.
high investigation.
I investigate.
Somebody investigated it.
17.
Okay. So
Hey!
17 it is. All right. So you notice that this one is different than the one that you had encountered in the restricted area in the medical wing. That one only required numbers. This one requires numbers and letters. So
1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D.
up, down, left, right.
ADAM.
Nope.
Numbers and letters?
Mm-hmm.
I would try the name
Is there a
of that.
little number that ticks down? Like
No.
two
No,
more
my
tries?
numbers for your errors are my noises for your errors are just gonna get more annoying. That's your
Try the
punishment.
number on the suit of armor.
Oh yes,
Smart cookie.
maybe.
It was. I wrote it down.
Wrote it on my hand.
A29X.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, that's
So
it.
you gonna punch that in?
Sure, or
Yep.
I think you're standing there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so A29X.
Oh.
Door opens. So door opens.
And then I back up.
All right, who's going in first? You guys sending Roger in first? All right, Roger's going first. All right, let me scroll down here.
Send Roger first.
All right.
Roger's
So-
bringing bad news.
So you do not have this space on your map intentionally. There was no recollection of what was in this room. But the metallic door creaks open. Before you, a deep darkness stretches out. As you step forward, your eyes begin to adjust to the dim light seeping in the far end of the room. Using your flashlights, you scan the room for lighting. You can see now that this room is enormous. It stretches out around you like a giant cavern with smooth architectured walls. As you inspect the room, you can now see that the small amount of light that has been coming from the far end was coming from immense towering glass windows that look out onto the larger part of the city. Various lights still on around the rest of Rapture now emanate through enough light through the vast waters to dimly light this room. If you guys would roll a perception check for me, please.
17.
9.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural. That's unnatural. All right, so both of you kind of notice at the same time. You're actually going to walk towards the windows, and since yours was a little bit higher, you're going to notice with your flashlight, you turn around towards where you guys entered, and on the wall there is a brass panel with multiple circular buttons on it. So if you want, you can push the buttons.
Can I investigate it?
Yes, you can.
Giant
I always
elevator.
love circular buttons.
Mm-hmm, I do too.
Unnatural 20.
All right. They are not labeled, but there is 4 buttons on it that are just basically look like circular buttons. So that's all you can glean from that. It's just on a brass metal panel, and the buttons are matching, same brass.
You said 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, there's 2 up top, 2 up underneath.
Okay, I'll poke top right.
Okay, so the chandeliers turn on.
Ooh. Top left.
The sconce lighting turns on.
Bottom right.
It shuts the door.
Bottom left.
Oh.
And that one turns on down lighting above, behind actually where she's heading to.
Cool. Bottom
And that's it. That was
right.
all
Bottom
the
right.
button
Bottom right.
Open fence.
Yep. So let's see. You push one of the buttons, and above the chamber, 3 huge chandeliers hum to life and cascade light down on you. So you can now see the far end of the room where she was kind of heading. Set upon a dais-like short staircase is a large mahogany desk. The chair behind the desk has fallen over and is broken, yet strangely, everything else in the room seems intact. On the floor near the chair is a long deceased body, desiccated and mangled. Along one wall of the
Why is
room,
it so long?
along one wall of the room is lined with incredibly tall bookcases, furnished like a library with a library ladder on a track.
Just got
Your joke's bad and you should feel bad. The bookcases are filled with various books, many of which are classic literature or titles you recognize from our history. So there's nothing weird or out of place. It's just like a really nice library collection. Let's see. So there's a desk now.
Did you just get my stupid?
No, I
okay.
was making another one that I
Oh, okay.
didn't want to make.
Did I say he was long dead? Is that why he
Yes.
said
He said he was long deceased.
long
but-
deceased? Stupid joke, Jonathan. Okay. I appreciate your effort, though. All right, so let's see. Yeah, so there's the desk on the dais, there's library, ladders, and you're kind of heading towards the desk, right? Is that where you're? Okay, so you're kind of heading towards the desk, and behind the desk are where those huge windows are. And when you get closer to the desk, you start to feel similar to you when you first came to Rapture. You started to feel like you're being watched. And you turn from, you get to the desk and you see the body on the ground. And again, out of the corner of your eye, this time you turn to actually see it, and you see a colossal shadow grow in size from beyond the glass as if it's kind of like approaching the glass. And the glass wall still separates you from the unfathomable depths of the sea, but you begin to see something outside. And you don't see any details on it, but you're seeing this huge shadow approaching. You're definitely feeling that creepy vibe of like, I'm feeling watched here, what's going on?
Guys,
And
did you see this?
so, Nessa, will you do a perception roll for
Yes. 15.
me? Okay. Will you do a wisdom save for me, please?
Oh. I rolled a 2 plus a 4.
All right. So you begin to feel a tightness in your head, as if your mind is growing too large for your skull. You begin to roll another wisdom save for me.
I just rolled a natural 1.
Perfect. Okay. I love when the dice do what I want them to do. Okay. Nessa, you begin to feel sharp pains shooting through your scalp and then feeling like they penetrate your skull into your brain. Your mind swims frantically against an unseen force. You begin to see flashes of your time here in Rapture. In between the flashes of what has been, you begin to see flashes of what you might assume were Rapture in its heyday. The pictures in your mind intertwine and switch between you standing in nature's bounty, water up to your ankles. Well, not, you didn't stand in the water this time, but water below your ankles. Tables and chairs strewn about and destroyed, to flashes of yourself dressed up in a beautiful sequin evening gown, sharing drinks with friends around the large table. The table intact, candles and dinnerware upon it, sparkling in the twinkling chandelier lights. You laugh. Your friends laugh. A flash, and you're back in the atrium. Debris strewn about, and the drip, drip, dripping of leaking water always behind you. Another flash, and you're walking the promenade, looking into various shops, hustling and bustling with customers looking for the latest fashions, and workers straightening stock. The pains in your mind increase, and your eyes feel like they could burst. You scream. Another flash. This time you see darkness. You feel as though your eyes are closed. You open them, and in front of you, in the darkness, is an enormous red eye with a golden yellow pupil at its center. It stares through you and blinks silently. When it opens again, 2 more appear directly above it in a line. You shut your eyes in reaction, hoping that the horrid things will vanish. When you open your eyes, you are again standing back in the cavernous office room you had just discovered. You look down at your hands, hoping that the sight of your own body will reassure you. The hands you see in front of you are not your own. They're skeletal. Sinew and muscle rotting off of them. In your hand now sits a large glass vial of bright red colored liquid. This is Adam. You have what you've been searching for. You look up and see you are now in the center of this room. Your friends are gathered around you in a circle. Roll for initiative.
Wow.
Except for you. Well, no, you roll 2.
I do?
Yes, you do roll 2. Everybody roll.
Oh, man.
Everybody roll now.
So you looked in a picture on the wall and you saw yourself in that picture and realized you were the caretaker all along.
gone. Okay, she's gone.
What am I?
She now looks similar to this guy. I had to borrow him, so you gotta use your imagination.
Lost our doctor.
Oh.
So she can fly. So she is kind of hovering up above you guys.
Oh dear.
Am I like the horned king or something?
Kind of. You're skeletal dude.
Start
That's
blasting.
what Aridin from Witcher.
Oh.
It's Skeletor.
Yeah,
You're
he's
Skeletor.
pretty much
Skeletor.
Skeletor, yeah. Okay, so here is the dais of stairs and the desk, and along here is all bookcases, and then through the room there are 6 pillars kind of just holding this space up. They're huge. So, yes, and then let's see. There was like an entry point, and then there's like a carpet space, carpet like runner. That goes all the way through. Everything else is like stonework and whatnot. Yes.
So that door for the way in.
Is
Did I
shut.
joke? Okay, I was gonna say because I was pressing the button. I was hoping it opened it back up.
There may be another button somewhere else that opens it, but it is locked now. It is, the way is shut and locked. So
The dead keep it.
that pretty much is what's going on here.
Thank you.
Yes. So you have all rolled for initiative, and if you haven't guessed it, this is the last fight, and she is now the boss. She is the end boss that you were fighting.
She's signing my paychecks.
Yes. She gets to determine whether or not you get a raise.
Okay then.
Get the ultimate promotion.
Yep. Death.
From the dead.
Yep, exactly. So here's my secret map. Okay, so let me know your initiatives.
20.
28. What'd you get?
13.
13? Okay. 28. Oh my gosh.
I know. I have +9.
I know, that's nice. What'd you get?
5.
5? All right.
Yeah, I should have been the bad guy. Like you guys would have fucking destroyed me.
We would have been fine. All right, and what'd you get, Nessa?
7.
Who is now Skeletor? 7? Okay.
Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Okay, this is going to be fun because you and I are going to fight them together, basically. So you will get to decide the things that you want to do to them, and I will kind of describe what's going on. So,
Okay.
yep. So this is where you pull out all the stops, guys. Okay, so let me input these real quick. This was 28.
Yeah, but there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Whoa.
Oh, she's probably very powerful.
5. She got a 7. Oops.
Oh, is that the thing you gave her a
Uh-huh.
while ago?
And she already had it. I had already sent her this information, so she kind of knew this was coming.
Oh.
We've been plotting behind your back.
Actually-
This was all she knew about, though. This was the only piece that she knew that you guys didn't know.
I wasn't sure when she failed her save. I thought that you
My
made
gasp
it
of
that.
incomprehension was good.
No. Well, yeah. No, I thought you had made it that any of us could have been.
No, it was going to be her for a lot of reasons, storyline-wise and whatnot, but I had already sent her this information so that she could, if she had the time to read through the spells if she wanted to or anything like that. So that was just kind of my planning method for that.
Okay.
So
I was just thinking of it as sort of like Betrayal at House on the Hill style. One of us becomes the bad guy. and We didn't know it beforehand.
well, I've kind of built it into the story for it to be the Doctor, but I could make it so that you can make it whoever you want it to be, but yeah, but here's the storyline reason. So, all right, so let me see. I'm actually going to turn this to some fighting music.
Ooh,
maybe.
baby.
Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Because I love
Did-
me some fighting music.
Well, maybe we just find this out later. But did her character, while she was walking around with us, did she know this or did she?
She did not know
Not-
this.
not
This
realize
was a
until this
total.
That's what I think.
Yeah, this was a total surprise to her.
Did this change come from the atom?
This came from you don't actually know, but I will kind of give you a hint because you as characters may not actually discover this. There is a creepy entity that lives out in the water that can do mind control. So it is actually mind controlling the zombies, and so it's a creature that it connects with certain creatures, and it has basically turned you into its physical form. So it is outside the water controlling you in this moment. Yeah.
It's like Bluetooth. And
Yeah, Bluetooth capable.
Got a controller.
Yeah.
It's in its gaming chair.
Exactly.
I didn't see any adjustments or buffs for my initiative, so I think I'm still.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you are what you are. But you do have, I think, reactions. You have. Let's see, did I make you legendary? Let's see.
I mean, we are level
You
10.
do. So you have at will. You
Please give me
can.
everything you can.
You can mage armor yourself at will.
Oh,
So
that's
you
right,
can do
that's
that
right.
at any time.
At will without using an action.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
So I mean, because you would have done this like as soon as you turn into this thing and figure out that you are against everyone else. It's basically like when you come to consciousness, everyone is red to you. So it's like, I don't care who these people are. I have no history against them. I am kicking their butts.
Okay.
So you would have mage armored yourself immediately. So that's you. For yourself, you create a protective magical force that surrounds you until the spell ends, and your AC becomes 13 plus your dex modifier.
Yeah, but I got candy corn.
That's a good buff. So that's plus your dex modifier.
My dex is +3.
What's that?
Yeah.
Wait, what's my
Piercing
normal
damage.
armor class? 13.
Yeah,
So
so you
it's
got
just
16.
Okay, got it.
Oh yeah, it does say up here 16 with mage armor. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some candy corn for this.
Oh yeah, get some candy corn, sugar up.
Power up.
Yep. Okay, now I
No,
gotta flip to
more
all
like
these.
power up.
Power up. Just rips most of your clothes off. Power up. Yeah. Yeah, so the at-will things and cantrips both work the same way. You can do those at any time, but now that we're in combat, it would be something that you choose to do. It just doesn't take a spell slot. So, oh yeah, here we go. All right, so Philip, you are first. And then after that will be Roger. Will be after that. You guys have pretty much stayed in the same initiative order the whole time.
Yep. I immediately hide behind this building.
All right.
Where did he go?
I'll never find him now.
Must have been the wind.
And I'm going to say that this whole time she is flying. Basically, your speed is 30, but it's 30 fly speed, so you're not impeded by anything on the ground. Got hair floppies.
No, I just wasn't gonna ruin any of my plans. Don't worry.
NPD.
Don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna put away all these blessed since that won't happen to you guys this time. Your blesser went away.
Yep. Sorry, guys. Not
We
that
can
it
use
ever
these-
helps.
Yeah,
We can use the plasmids,
You
right?
can use the plasmids. So the nice thing is that any of you can use the plasmids.
Oh.
Oh, really? Not ones that were from like there was some on her person.
The only one that I found was
Yeah.
this one? Cyclone? Yeah.
Cycling, yeah. So I mean, you guys can discuss whether you like put them all into one container and somebody's carrying them around, or if you traded
her.
them.
I mean, I've been extolling the virtues of taking collective resources and putting them together so that the collective population can like take and borrow.
Weird, huh?
You know, that's
Huh.
it's a very capitalist idea.
Yeah.
You mean like on a commune?
Together.
As if a whole bunch of comrades were sharing resources. I learned this from John Wayne.
He's rolling in his grave right now. Like, stop!
This is killing me
He's gonna
again.
become an undead.
Dog coming on. Commissar.
All right, Philip.
Okay.
What are you
so
doing? You're hiding. And then what?
Around there. Did hide as my bonus action, so
Okay.
I am invisible again.
Okay.
Oh, where'd my invisibility go? Did you take it?
Oh, I
back?
took it, but you can.
No more
you can
invisibility.
Have it back. You can have it back. I thought I took.
it all the time.
Oh, sorry. I thought
I'm a rogue.
I had an extra one over here.
I'm invisible,
Okay.
and I'm looking around. So how How far?
The room itself is huge, probably like 50 feet in diameter and probably 60 feet deep. But you yourself from her,
30-ish.
you're like 20 behind the pillar.
Well, that's
Maybe
more than
20,
my width.
maybe 25 behind the pillar.
My width.
Okay. And I'll just say that, like, you guys have access to all the plasmids, so whoever wants to grab one and do it, just take whichever one you have. Like, you don't have to worry about, like, who's holding which one and whatever.
Sweet.
Okay. I'll cast poison spray.
Gross!
Nice.
Okay.
And you said that can work with sneak attack? So,
I believe so, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, even spells.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Smells.
Poison spray does.
If it's verbal.
Poison spray is verbal.
Okay.
This one that I have, this doesn't really do all that much damage.
Well, that might not be the only one you have. You can pick it
Oh, I
up.
know.
Yeah. Insect swarm.
I mean, this one's nice 'cause
Incinerate.
This one is sort of nice for me because it is not verbal.
Oh. Cyclone.
So it's just these two.
Krista,
Ask
you a question.
I can
Yep.
try.
You can come over here. We're working together now.
I love this. This is awesome. So does this mean that I only have?
Yeah, so if you look, oh, I think I have them in here. I've made little slots. So these are all cantrips, so they don't have slots. Cantrips. And then this is where you get into, you have 2 5th level slots.
I'm
And
gonna
on
take
the
a quick
next
bathroom break before
Okay.
we.
You're fine, you're fine. Yes, you have two slots for that.
Jonathan.
So it's basically like lean heavily.
I don't have any.
Does poison spray have the ability
Yeah,
to?
and that's just what they've given you. I mean,
Oh.
lean heavily into your cantrips if you can.
Okay.
Let's see, I don't really have any offensive ones for that. I don't know why they only gave you 2 level slots for that.
Does it have the ability to basically
Let's
debuff one of her?
give you
No, it seems like it just does damage.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
3 of that.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. I did see that. I was like, oh, it's kind of lame. Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
poison spray.
I
It
mean,
doesn't
we're
even,
supposed to be
like-
fighting them and not wanting them to win, so I don't know. Depends on what
I don't know
your
why, but it
motivation
doesn't
is.
poison them.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Give the
do
poison
any
effect.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It just does damage.
Just
Poisoned damage.
it does 2d12 poison damage.
Yeah. Right.
It's like a really bad fart.
No,
Sure.
there is a spell
I
for
know.
that.
Noxious cloud.
Noxious cloud.
Yeah.
Yep.
Java fart.
Java farts. Yep. He was my little noxious cloud. Yep.
Okay. Well.
Why is the bad person rolling perception? What do we not know?
Whoops. Go ahead, Jonathan. What are you gonna do?
Oh. I'll try this.
Bad guy's waiting.
Ice knife.
Somebody stop me.
All right, you gotta roll the
I'll do
hitter.
the ice knife. I don't know what that would be for that.
You-
Spell.
Are
It
you
says-
rolling against her AC or is it a
Yeah.
saving? Yeah. So
Well, ranged spell attack. No, not against her AC. But,
oh, it just auto hits.
Or.
Let me see. Let me see the thing.
Oh wait, sorry. It would be against her.
Yeah, you
Yes,
gotta roll
Yeah.
roll
spell,
through your
spell
AC.
attack. But what do I add to my roll? Anything?
You might not have anything because you're not normally a spellcaster.
I know, but I do have poison spray, which has +3 to hit.
So if you have a
Okay.
spells thing, does it give you your spell attack modifier? When you're
Would
in
it?
spells, it would normally do that, so you might not have one. Because
Good
oh,
question.
we're
Why do
playing
I-
against
why do I
Ashley.
have +3 for my poison spray though? Is that coming from
That
my,
might be.
from my
You didn't get an answer. She heard something else.
It's probably from your wisdom, so you probably have. Yeah, where's your wisdom? Right here. Yeah, your wisdom is 9.
This pumpkin didn't have a green.
That's a good question. I never
want it
really
swapped
know
out?
how to handle spells as a martial character.
You should.
So, I would just say it's gonna be just a straight roll, straight d20. There's no. But if you hit with it, it's double damage.
Yeah.
So
That's also not that much damage.
Well,
It's
and it's
1d10.
also going to hurt you.
I know.
Jonathan, there's no turning back.
Mom's here for the ominousness, which I love. She shows up for the hoo-ha.
So let me.
That's Mom. She's here for the deadpan humor too. She's really good at that. She knows.
Well, okay, so I can use the Supreme Sneak again, which makes it so that the verbal component does not stop me from being invisible.
Okay.
Not fake.
Guac and sour cream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Supreme.
Yeah.
Got the sour cream on bed.
Oh, das Sneak.
That's neat.
Okay, so what am I doing again? I'm doing.
Jonathan keeps
poison
playing
spray.
these characters with really high proficiency in his in initiative, and then like we get to him, and I'm like, "Let's go!"
I would just love an actual mage. It's like, I cast.
Hold on a minute. That would be Jonathan as a mage for sure. Hold on, I gotta check something. I love it. What were you doing?
No, I can't do that.
19 plus 3.
Yes.
That hits her.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay, and 2d12. I don't know.
But I'm floating.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
And a 1. 11 and a 1, so 12.
Hey. Okay.
She's
Yeah.
still in the game.
And
Doing both
oh,
together.
so wait, no, that's 12 plus 46.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought there was
Alright.
more to
the
that.
whole reason I was
thought there
sneaking. Yeah. So could I borrow
Wasn't
3 more d6? I will.
Oh yeah, never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, it'll be 12 plus whatever. Oh, I did 3 5s.
And what kind of damage is this?
Poison.
Okay.
So it's fish damage.
Sorry, that was really good. I like that. What?
31.
31?
Look at
She is actually immune to poison.
No.
Yep.
No.
She's immune to poison.
Does that mean I only take half damage?
That is resistant to
Oh,
that.
but
This
I
means you take
immune.
no poison damage.
31.
It's like you built these characters.
I know.
It's like I only gave you things that would make sense in this world. But actually, the computer gave me the Deathlock. I was like, oh, that's a good bad guy. Yeah, I like that. The Deathlock, that's what she's called. The mastermind.
Psylocke?
So that means I take absolutely nothing of the damage.
Yeah, unless any of it
What are you
was
doing? Yeah, I'm
any
wondering.
other sort
Yeah,
of.
I'm just looking. I assume it's also still poison.
Well, what is
doesn't
it that you're
say.
using for it?
Sneak attack.
It's sneak attack?
It doesn't specify that it is or is not the same type.
But it allows you to add that damage to anything that you're damaging with. Yeah, so then it would probably be poison. So
No.
it's all null.
It's extra damage because I'm
Okay.
so sneaky.
Are you
that it
visible
hurt.
now?
No.
Okay.
No, I used 1 fewer
Okay.
d6 in order to stay.
All right. So that did not hurt her, and
So what did you try to
At
do?
all?
it was a poison
At
spray.
all.
Is poison spray?
I did poison
Okay.
spray.
So when that happens, you, however that is that it manifests from you, you notice that it hits her and it coats her. And you think, oh yeah, I got her good. That was really good. And she just kind of laughs it off.
I lick it.
Yeah, lick it. Yeah, a real nasty, nasty one. Yeah,
So completely immune to.
that's. I mean, you guys can guess that. You see that she did not seem to take
Aren't
any
you supposed
damage
to
from
be
that.
laughing diabolically?
Yeah, let's
or-
hear your evil laugh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's just like an amused chuckle.
Yeah.
You fools.
I know, it makes it feel that much worse. You're just
I
like,
know.
ouch. Ouch. Felt really good about that.
Yeah. Okay, Roger's turn.
Roger.
Roger.
It's your husband.
Well, I'm bringing bad news again.
All right.
Right.
So
Hope you're
let's see.
immune to bullets.
20. Okay. So you're gonna back up a little bit. I'm guessing.
And your
from
line
bad
is
news
nothing is
usually.
immune to bullets.
All right. So, so you did. So that's a crit. So go ahead and roll your damage for bad news.
Ooh.
Just wait for it.
19.
Okay, 19 plus, was it 2?
19 times 2.
19 times 2. Okay, so 38.
38 plus 2. 40.
Plus
40.
2, 40.
Okay, so she has resistant to piercing.
Piercing, of course.
So that she takes half of that, so she takes 20. Which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Still pretty good for a single hit. You do anything else, Dad?
I'll keep going.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you have, so you didn't take
Until
a
you tell
short
me
rest.
stop.
Yeah, you didn't take a short rest after the Big Daddy. You guys kept trucking along, so you don't have your second wind, but you do
Yeah.
have your second hit. So go ahead and, if you want to shoot bad news again, go ahead and roll to hit her.
What does she look
Oh,
like?
did we do that? Did we? Did he roll to hit?
Oh,
No.
3.
oh, I thought he did. I thought that's why we did.
Oh yeah, because it was duh. Yeah, duh. Okay.
3.
Yeah, that does not hit her.
3 plus 8.
Yep, still does not hit her. She's got major armor up.
No,
Hold on that.
Now my brother's fighting me. This is what I wanted.
This is what you get.
Now he knows it's an actual challenge. Now it's a puzzle to solve.
What are you looking for?
Oh, Dad's got Indomitable, and I couldn't remember if it was a saving throw or if it was a failed attack roll that he could re-roll.
Okay. Is it a saving?
It's a saving throw.
Okay.
Saving throw, yeah.
Okay.
You roll it with a plus 10 bonus.
Okay.
You must use
Alright. Next up is our deathlock. You know what you want to do?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Also, if you feel like doing any evil monologuing, that's fine too, because you're speaking in terms of this huge mind-controlling monster that's outside the window.
I don't know that I have an evil monologue.
This is
That's
quite
okay.
cinematic.
I know, that's what I'm going
This is
for.
awesome.
I've been brewing this one for a couple
You already
months, Dad.
heard my evil laughter.
It was good.
Alright, I'm gonna use my grave bolts.
Yes.
I can hit 1 or 2 targets. I'm gonna go for you.
Roger.
Okay.
Okay.
First, actually, though, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Oh, you already did. You
Already
already
did?
got it. Yep. It's already up. Yeah, you did it. You did it before initiative actually happened. That's what I had described as like, as soon as you come out of it and you realize that there's people around you that to you are immediately enemies,
Okay.
that's the first thing you would do.
Okay, so it's a ranged spell attack, which means I still have to roll to hit.
Yeah,
So
but it's +6.
plus 6.
Yeah, with a range of 120 feet.
Excellent. Oh, I rolled a 6.
Wow.
So that's a 12 to hit. Is that it?
That doesn't. Does that hit your AC?
AC, what's my AC?
Your
13.
AC.
Armor class.
Well, his I think went up to 15 because he had his shield.
15.
That's
Yeah.
right. So it does not
Oh,
hit.
right.
Okay, so what's your other one? You hit.
I can hit another target.
Okay, does that 1 or 2 targets? Oh, so I guess you would roll the 1 time to try to hit 2. Okay.
Okay, so
Let's
that's my
see.
turn.
Okay.
Unless I have a bonus,
um,
which could be
let's see.
action. These are all actions.
Yeah, I think you only have the 1. If you want to fly around and cackle at them, though, that would be good.
I'll fly around and cackle.
Would you like to move at all? You staying in the center, or do you want to try to move like around pillars, or because if you block line of sight from people, they have to run around to catch
Yeah,
you.
that's a
and-
really great idea. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna run around and get on the other side of that pillar.
This one?
From him, yeah.
Okay. So like this.
Oh, I plan to trip mines over there.
Uh
So is she floating the whole time?
She's flying.
Claymores.
Yep. She's, I mean, flying around
Claymores
between.
flying around.
This-
It's
I mean, like,
1973.
They got the
10 to
turrets that you
15
can
feet
turn
up.
to yours.
Can't trip her.
I'm flying behind the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Whose
All
turn
right.
is it next?
This is Victor.
I gotta make sure this is gonna work.
He's
before I
plotting.
make it.
Victor.
Vicky. That's pretty good. If he gives you the name Lippy, you gotta call him Vicky. It becomes the Vicky and Lippy show.
I gotta make sure this will work before I.
You had 3 other people to do that. One,
I
two,
know.
three.
I just thought
Oh,
about
just
this.
discovered it.
I'm floating behind many pillars.
Yep. And the other people who
What are
have
the
not
goals of this mysterious creature? Mind control.
the goals of it are basically just to keep, well, to kill everyone, to keep them from. It really doesn't have any sinister plot in terms of like the actual storyline of what you guys are doing. It just lives here to manipulate and to suck the life out of things and whatnot. So it's basically
Federal government?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It is an allegory for.
Wait a second, I like this. This is great for me.
Maybe I should have made you the guy, and then it was like, oh, this is an allegory for fighting communism, guys.
No.
He likes comedy.
I mean,
No,
wait.
for you guys fighting
Yeah.
communism.
Wait a second.
But he doesn't really know it. Oh. It's okay, guys. It's just socialism. It's okay.
Alright, you're probably gonna have immunity to this anyway. So
Oh,
we're
we'll
just
figure it
gonna
out. You wouldn't know.
Alright, we're doing contagion.
You doing what?
Oh,
We're casting Contagion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And based off of that reaction, we're gonna cast it at level 5.
All right.
But you have to touch me.
I do. But I would say it's within 30 feet.
She is flying though.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, she is within 30 feet of you.
Okay. I mean, if she's, you know, is she flying high enough?
And then
Is it floating or is it flying?
She's kind of going between like at 10 to 15 feet up in the air.
oh, come on.
It's like in Skyrim when there's a glitch.
What are you doing up there? No, this
Have
is
you been
legitimate.
experiencing
You
any
were
glitches?
some of the glitches
On an occasion, yeah.
are so good.
All the jumping horses in the distance.
Or things like falling in, like when they're just like it's populating the things in the background. You're like, did that horse just take an elevator straight down? What was that? I love those glitches.
So you said she's got ethereal armor on?
You don't know what she's wearing,
Okay.
but she has mage armor
Mage
activated,
armor. Okay.
which is a spell that makes her AC go up. I believe in you.
Alright, we're gonna go with Cone of Cold.
Cone of cold.
Yeah.
Cone of cold.
So I unleash a blast of cold air. Each creature in a 60-foot cone originating from you makes a Constitution saving throw, and you'll take damage if you fail.
Okay, so it's a con save and not. You don't have to roll against her AC for that guy.
Yeah, con save.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your d20, Ashley, and then looks like you add +1 to it for your con.
15.
Oh
16?
my gosh, she passed.
But is that half damage? For even if she succeeds?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, most of those kind of spells
Okay.
are. Okay, so you still get to roll damage for that.
Alright.
What kind of damage is it?
This is cold damage, I believe.
We'll be doing 98 because I am casting it at level 5.
Oh, right.
He's angry.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it says above 5. We
Above
said
5.
Above 5.
So then.
Just take T.
And it's your spell level,
that
not
is
your
88,
level level.
yeah.
Yeah.
88.
Any more?
Yes, please.
I think these are all my. Oh wait, I got one more if you need more. I didn't see how many I handed you.
8.
88.
Don't worry, I've been rolling low.
That's boss. It's gonna be half of this.
Oh, numbers.
Math, haha! Hey, you were good at math. Don't.
I'm gonna add.
43 divided by 2.
Alright, so you got 21. Yep. So 21 damage. You do take that. Thank you. Alright. Anything else on your turn? And that was not a plasmid, right?
No.
That was a spell you did?
Yes.
Okay.
There will be plasmids later.
Okay.
There will be plasmids.
Oh, yeah.
What does it look like?
The spell?
Planning on
Yeah.
using that one?
It cone of cold is pretty straightforward. It's like comes out of your hand, makes a huge cone of what just looks like a blizzard effect, and freezes anything kind of in its path.
And I spin around in a circle.
Yeah.
And I look like my hair looks like an ice cream cone.
That's cute. That's cute.
Cool. Then that is my turn.
And I'm finding it a little bit less easy to fly.
I'm going to give you also, because it wasn't built into this character, but I'm going to give you 2 legendary resistances.
What does that mean?
It means that you can choose at will anytime to not take certain damage. You can just be like, nope, totally nullified. So you get 2 of those.
And that is 2 in this. This is what I don't understand yet
In the
about
whole
legendary.
fight that you have.
In the entire fight.
Mhm.
So I can only take 2.
You can only use 2, but you can use them whenever you want.
Sweet. Okay.
That'd be anything.
Yep,
Is it
Is
true
that
that
like
in
a
some
Get
legendary
a
creatures
jail-free
have?
card?
pretty much.
Basic.
What's that?
Is it true that some legendary creatures can do that at each turn that they
Mhm,
get? Okay.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm. Some have legendary resistances that like re-up every time the round comes around. It's like some dragons and it's
Crazy.
Okay.
yeah. So I'm trying to keep it, not too OP, but you still need to be a little bit like you've been powered here, powered up, power up. Okay, that was all of your turn?
Yep.
There's nothing else you want to do? Okay, Phillip. And then Roger, it'll be your turn again.
Oh, okay.
This is another one where I'm a little bit confused about what the save will be because I'm not a spellcaster.
Okay, what are you doing? Is it one of the...
It's one of the plasmids. I was thinking about using
Okay,
hypnotic pattern.
okay.
My own plasmid against
Cyclone trap.
We have collective plasmids. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Anybody can pull from collective resources.
Except for her. Now. So it is a wisdom saving throw that she has to do, but I don't know what my save would be.
It would be...
Let's see what other people say.
I don't know, I get so confused what it is with characters that don't have spell attacks and whatnot.
Like where would this normally show up?
8 plus spell casting ability modifier plus
Oh
proficiency.
yeah, spell attack.
So-
yeah, I don't have that one. I don't know. Can I not use this?
No, you
Or
can.
What would it
You
be?
can still, so... It's typically, I think it's around like 14.
Yeah. 8 plus the spell attack modifier.
Plus
Right.
proficiency, yeah.
Holy cow.
So Victor has a 14.
Yeah,
That's,
I usually say that's about the average, so like when I can't figure that out, that's 14 is kind of what I go
14.
for. Yeah.
So
So,
I don't roll anything.
will you
roll
do,
wisdom.
yeah,
I must roll wisdom.
a save, yeah. So roll your d20, tell us what
I
you
am so much wiser than you. 16.
Yeah.
Plus whatever my plus 1, so
Yeah.
17.
Yeah. What does the plasmid say though? Is it any half damage or anything like that?
No, it's not. It's not about damage. It's
Oh, it's just a save.
if she had failed, then she would be charmed,
Okay.
and
So-
she would be incapacitated at a speed of 0. So she'd
She's-
probably fall on the ground.
Yeah, that's true. She's gonna laugh it off then.
Yeah.
You reach inside my mind and find nothing,
So-
mortals.
This is used up.
Yep, that's use up. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Still yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, I
Excellent.
didn't tear quite.
I love this.
Victorly, but
Okay, Roger's turn.
Can I dual wield?
Not with both guns. So
One gun and
you would have to drop your, so kind of. So if you're going to cast your plasmid, you would do that just in place of one of your gun attacks.
oh, well then I'll just, if all I have is a gun attack, I'll just,
No, you can do the plasmid.
No,
So
I'll
you
wait.
would listen. You would be able to do.
it'll come in handy later.
Okay, you can do one and then the other because you have 2 attacks. Okay.
17.
Plus, are you shooting your gun? Plus
That's
2.
what I got.
Okay, so that does hit you, right? I think. So
Yes, it does.
then, first of all, Dad, have you gone around to catch line of sight? Because she moved behind this pillar. So that's going to draw you probably out this way or out this way. Which way do you want to come to get line of sight?
Either one.
Okay, I'll put you out here. Okay, so that hits. So do your damage.
Damage.
Is your 2d10.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this says 2d12.
12,
plus
yeah.
Or sorry, 2d12.
Yeah, the 2d12 plus 2. 2d12.
Oh, 2 of these
Yep.
guys.
Yeah.
10 and 2 is 12.
Okay, so that's 6 damage because you're resistant to piercing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so all gun damage is piercing. So take your 6 damage. Okay, and what do you want to do for your second attack, Dad?
Well, I'm gonna wait on the plasma.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
blast her again.
keep blazing away.
All right, roll your d20 to see if you hit her. For the next one. Oh, okay. So that one goes
This is the
long.
part where you gotta laugh.
All right, so this one, hear that beautiful ricochet noise, and it hits the pillar that's right here.
Lethal man with a gun.
Lethal man with a gun. It's a good bad guy monologue here. Okay, so
It's very.
back to our deathlock here.
Hey, okay.
What do you mean the Russian? American. This is accent of very good American man.
This form, this gun.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to cast Blight,
Yes. Right.
which I'm very excited about. So, energy necromantic washes over a creature of my choice that I can see within range, draining most vitality from it. So,
All right, so you can
Can't
see
see me.
everyone except for him.
everything
Yep.
except for him.
You can see these two. What was that?
I said you can't see me. I was like confused.
What was
I was like,
that?
oh, I didn't see it. That's John Cena's thing.
Oh!
You can't see me.
Wow, that's a deep dive. That's
Yeah,
really
that was
good.
really
That's
good.
good, Jonathan. I didn't even get
I
that.
got it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't
you
get-
got that?
Yeah, I didn't even
Oh.
get that one.
Right off.
It's pretty good.
Good one.
Okay, I'm going to go after the guy who
I
just
did that, and I was
tried
like,
to-
oh,
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
that's
I
what you
figured
would probably do.
I saw that in the corner.
Alright, you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so Dad, roll your d20, and then in your saving throw box, look up your Constitution. That's on your left paper there,
It doesn't tell me what the con is.
and it's in your right where your pencil is pointing. Should be right in there for your Constitution. Plus 6. Okay. He's got a pretty high Constitution.
11.
Plus 6,
Okay.
so 17.
Oh, safe.
Roger's got a pretty good
So
Constitution.
you only take half of this damage. So that-
Yes, there you go.
Okay, I need to have 8 d8s.
Okay, I've got some.
Oh,
I only got one.
Okay, I've got 7.
Thank you. No, I get to do the
does
math.
necrotic damage takedown as max HP also?
No.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
not unless the spell says that it does.
Oh.
Yeah, there's only certain spells that do that. That's so satisfying, that noise.
Okay. 6, 10.
This is the boss fight, you know.
32 points.
32
So
points.
halved.
Okay, so you take, was it, okay, 16, yep. 16 points damage.
16.
Yeah. So on your health points, you can just kind of notate it that it's gone down 16 from your max there. Or wherever you're at.
My health.
Your HP
Oh,
should be up to the
Top right.
right, yep. Top right there. There's a little box to fill out. Minus 16.
Oh, minus 16.
Yep. Which is actually pretty good, because otherwise it was 30 something, which is like half your health. Yikes. Okay, next is Victor.
Okay.
You're up again, comrade.
Still in the same spot?
Yeah,
Still flying?
I think so. Yeah, I think she didn't move. Unless you want to move still.
Come on.
I'm just going up and down. Whee!
Like, hit me.
Yeah. You get like right out of my touch range.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
we are gonna go with, where'd it go? This one. No, we're gonna go with this. Alright. There we go. No, I don't do any damage. Just okay. No, sorry.
It's okay.
All right, we're casting Ice Storm
Ooh,
at
cool.
level 4,
Okay.
and
How does that guy work?
that is a Dex save of 14.
Okay. Do your save, lady. Save it.
6. Wait, no, 9. 9.
9 plus.
It's a which save?
Dex.
Plus 3.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh,
Nope,
no, she
doesn't
failed.
pass.
Okay.
Creature takes 2d10 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save.
Oh.
D10s.
What's the bludgeoning?
Here's D6.
The bludgeoning is 13.
So it's half. 6.
Why?
She's resistant to bludgeoning.
2?
Oh.
It's kind of fun to have 2 people working the same characters. Somebody checking your other things, yeah.
13.
And what kind of damage was that?
Cold.
Cold? Okay, yeah, she takes that.
Except.
Except.
I'm going to use my one legendary resistance.
Okay, she's using 1, so she does not take that. Okay,
Okay,
1 legendary resistance down, which you do not regain.
Oh, that's right, it's 57.
Okay, Philip, back to you, unless you had any bonus actions or anything. Any crap talking you want to do?
Come down here.
You're fight me like a.
Fight like capitalist scum. I mean, commie
Oh
scum.
no, he slipped up.
Okay. The needles, would you consider that a dart?
Yes.
I can throw? So I will use the Vex action.
Okay.
Which
I think it's actually new.
The what action?
Yeah, is that named
It's
after?
no, it's different. They have now assigned in the newer rules. They have now assigned different. I don't remember what they're called, but they're basically like different rules or different weapons do different effects. So it's not just like slashing damage; it's slashing and something else. I can't remember all of them because it's like brand new to me.
But what this does is, if I hit a creature with a dart and deal damage, I have advantage on my next attack roll.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll give it to you to be able to do that. So you gotta roll
so
the hitter.
I would roll to hit and it would just be straight d20s. 16.
That's right at her armor, so that does hit.
Nice.
So it's like 1d4 of dart.
So is that 1d4?
Mhm.
1d4 dart.
1d4 fart damage.
Can I also sneak attack this?
Does that count? Maybe I won't fight you guys.
Are you still invisible?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can. As long as your spell says you can keep doing that, then yes. Because, well, let's see, no one's in melee contact with her. But you're still invisible, so yeah, that's fine. As long as nothing is.
Because it says.
As long as nothing's popped you out of.
Oh, right. It says if you have advantage, I can sneak attack. But I don't need advantage if at least one of my allies is within 5 feet. The ally doesn't have
So you have
Oh
to
wait,
have
so
advantage.
do I? Can
That
I
one's
not do it?
That one's
This,
weird.
it has so many requirements.
I need to look that one up because sneak attack is really weird.
Oh, it does say here the extra damages type is the same as the weapons type.
Okay, well
So,
at least it
Answering
clarified
that
that.
previous question. But let's see. So I need advantage. So I don't currently have advantage.
Listen,
What is this? Okay. I guess I cannot use sneak attack, but I did do damage, so I have advantage on my next attack. Next turn.
Okay.
I think would it be next turn, or can I do it this turn? No, I could do. I'm still a little bit unclear on how many attacks I can do per turn. I have 2 weapon fighting. So does that?
That's if you're wielding 2 weapons in your hands.
It has to be melee. It can't be ranged.
Yeah, I think so. Why you gotta
It
find
does
all the
say
things I don't know?
that extra attack must be made with a different light weapon.
Yeah.
Well, then you don't add your ability modifier to the attacks of damage. I don't think it has to be melee.
Yeah, so you do have to have advantage.
For sneak.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, next time I will. This time I don't.
Yeah.
So this time I did 2 damage.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So 2 damage of...
2 damage, but now.
That's, I believe, piercing damage, so that's 1 damage.
Ah. Yeah.
Yep.
1 whole damage.
You're like, what was that?
Good job, Jonathan.
Hey, I got advantage on my next one, which lets me
Is gonna
do
be huge.
5d6
Yeah.
Okay.
More.
Yeah, so that answers that question. That makes
Okay.
sense.
So, but then my
We're beating you to death with feathers.
Very
Yeah.
slowly, very slowly. Okay. So, you did that. Was there anything else you're doing?
I'm still kind of trying to figure out if
You gotta
I
figure out that before it's your turn.
I start to
No,
fly
it's
lower.
unclear to me.
Come on, there.
It's unclear on what
Come right here. Hit me.
I don't know how two-handed fighting works. It sounds like I can do it,
I think you can. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it just depends on.
but
weapon?
it would have to be. I mean, I have like I could throw a scalpel,
Yeah.
and I do have something called Nick.
Who's he?
Who's that?
Yeah, Nick Dagger.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he
Must be like
does he have the
Mick
moves?
Mick Jagger. Yeah, he's his brother.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. It says Nick and then in parentheses Dagger. So it's similar to the one that I just did with Vex Dart. Vex
Yeah.
in parentheses Dart.
Mhm.
So this is saying your training with weapons allows you to use the master power of daggers. When you make the extra attack of the light property, I don't have any idea what that means.
That's a light weapon attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So like
Daggers.
a scalpel
Yeah.
dagger.
Yeah, that counts.
Like, okay. You make it part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. I don't know.
If you
I
have
have
a
no idea what
second,
the
if
point
you
of
have
that
a
is.
second attack, and it doesn't, it needs
Why
to be
would
a
I-
second attack and not a bonus action.
Why would I want to do something as a regular attack instead of a bonus action?
I don't know. Are you gonna do it or
Doesn't-
not? Are you gonna do it or
I'm
not?
not- so
Just do
can
it.
I attack
Yes,
regularly
go
with a
ahead.
dagger?
Do it.
Okay.
I'm just
By
calling it.
throwing the scalpel.
Yep.
Okay.
Throw the scalpel.
Throw the
It's
scalpel.
it's a thrown weapon. Just do it.
Okay.
We could sit here and rules each other all day, but I just want you to fight.
Okay. Well, 4.
For to hit.
Plus nothing.
Oh,
To
okay.
hit, yeah.
So yeah, that one was just kind of like.
Bye bye.
He's kind of, you're just kind of. Okay, so that one didn't work. Okay, Roger, your turn. What are you doing now?
Oh, and can I?
You gonna move
Wait.
at all, or are you gonna, what are you gonna do? Quickly.
So
Your
because I
daggers are
didn't
still
sneak
useful.
attack, I did not stay hidden, right?
I I don't know how your hide works.
That's with the supreme sneak. So because I couldn't even sneak attack, so I'm not invisible anymore.
I don't know.
Or can I just hide again?
You'll have to do that on your turn. So, you're visible, but you're still behind the pillar.
Yeah.
So,
You also haven't taken any.
yeah. Okay, Roger.
How do I melee?
So you would have to run up to her. She is also about 10 feet in the air. So I don't know if you'll be able to reach her
We're
physically.
like 5 feet now.
She's coming down a little bit. She's about 5 feet in the air. So
Toying with us.
about 5 feet up, you could hit her if she's about 5 feet up. So if you wanted to,
I'll
you could.
probably just have to use a firearm again.
Okay.
Comments get.
Which is more effective, the electrobolt plasmid or the firearm?
The firearm. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean the.
Well,
Yeah, but the
plus you
electro
have
bolt
damage.
is nice because you can just use it whenever. You know. You have two attacks, Dad. So you could do one and the other. You could do both. One of one and one of the other.
So we don't know if she's resistant
Or
or even
and
immune to
electrobolt?
Yeah, you could do one shot and one use your plasmid for the second attack.
I'll zap it, shoot it.
Okay. You do take damage.
I know.
Okay. So if you want to use that one.
Taking damage anyway.
Okay, so roll to hit her.
6.
Plus, let's see, that would be, let's say that's your weapon attack, or your gun attack,
Okay.
okay? So what is are you using bad news?
Yeah.
6 plus what? Was it 8?
8.
It says 12.
Oh, no, that's the damage.
Oh.
It's the first number is the plus.
Plus 2.
Oh, 6 plus 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one goes wide.
Oh, wait,
That one.
no, sorry, it's plus 8. That first
Oh,
number
plus
is
8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 14.
14.
Does that hit you? Okay, so that's just slightly under her AC. So if you want to on your next attack, you can do the electrobolt plasmid.
Okay.
So roll to hit her on that one. Roll high, roll high.
7.
Uh-oh.
The die's gone.
The plasma head.
Boss
Use
is
that.
hard. Yep. Okay.
What happens to him?
Yeah, you do take damage for that one. And let's see, what did I write in here?
Came up on the downside on that one.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Sure. Because we're rolling dice.
Yep. We roll the dice. Okay, so you take 2d6 of damage. I'll do the damage over here. So you take 7.
Wow.
So-
What?
7 damage.
100
Do
foot
I-
long, 5 foot wide line of fire blasts out of you. If you choose.
Okay.
Yep.
So do I add that?
Yeah, minus that from your hit points where you were.
That's pretty awesome. So even if you're taking damage, you did something pretty awesome.
Yeah. It did look really cool, even though it
So
missed.
big theater, but
Yeah.
no effect.
No ouchies. Okay, Deathlock's turn.
My turn.
Yep.
I can finally see this rogue.
Yes.
Okay.
He appeared. He's behind the pillar
Invisible,
still.
but yeah. I would be visible if
So you're welcome to, whoosh around and do wherever you want to whoosh. You have 30
would know that I
30
became
feet of
visible,
whooshing.
Well, I'm ready to.
But
moving.
I'm ready to move in, so I'm gonna whoosh right here.
Okay.
Wait, how far can I move?
You could probably move, so if it's 30 feet, it's probably like a line like that.
Well, I was eager. I'm gonna pass right in front of you and just laugh in your face for a little bit.
Oh, if you do that, he can take an opportunity attack if you get close enough. So
But
you can.
hi.
Well, she said she came down.
Okay.
So if you want, Dad, you can do an opportunity attack, which is roll to melee strike her.
Okay.
So if you want to use your pipe or whatever it is that you have in your melee weapon,
Yep.
so roll to hit her. So roll your d20. And what?
What is that?
6?
Can't tell which side is up. 6.
I think it's a 6.
6.
What weapon were you using?
The lead
Lead
pipe.
pipe.
The lead.
Okay, so that didn't have a plus to it. So okay, so that missed. That was kind of like hitting at a pinata. Yeah. You kept your toes out. So go ahead and do what you were gonna do then after your
Okay,
movement.
so I can see now this
Yes,
rogue.
you can see the rogue now.
Right, well, I'm going to try and hit you with Arms of Hathor,
Ooh, that's a good one.
which is a first level spell, but here we go. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from my hand, which has this kind of like ghostly bigger hand around it.
Yes.
And all creatures within 10 feet of me must make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so that's...
Are you not within 10 feet of me?
Yeah, he's not within 10 feet. Roger is, though.
Oh!
Yep.
So that's more like an AoE type spell. It's not a direct
Well,
choose an
is
opponent.
it latest played? Shall I?
No, I mean, if you... Yeah, so you would know that.
Okay.
Yeah, those are things you would know. So if you want to choose something different, if you're going for a direct attack.
In that case, I'm going to go for... This is funny the way this is organized.
Sorry, that's me.
I'll go for Crown of Madness.
Oh, I was just looking at that one.
Alright, so
It's
one
spicy.
humanoid of my choice that I see within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me for the
Oh, no.
duration.
Mm-hmm.
What
So,
I was trying to do to you. Unsuccessfully.
All right.
Well, the target
so
is
Jonathan has to do wisdom saving
wisdom
throw.
save. And yes,
Mm.
wisdom save.
10.
You
All right.
fail.
So you are
You
charmed.
are now
Let me get you
charmed.
a flavor for that.
Is it pink?
I hope so.
Okay.
I think it is.
The charmed target must
Yeah,
use
it's
its
kind of
action
purpley.
before moving and it turns to make a melee attack against a creature
Oh,
other
look,
than itself
secrets.
that I mentally
And-
choose.
Sorry.
Okay, so this particular charm means that you now have a jagged crown of iron on your head and the look of madness in your eyes.
That's the cutest madness. That's not scary at all. So you can't attack the charmer or target the charmed with harmful abilities or magic effects, and
Nope.
the charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. So she could chat you up. Be like, hey, homie.
So you must
Hey.
like communism.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
So she's now your friend, and you will have to try to
Oh.
fight the others.
Yes, so before you can do
Sorry.
anything else, you have to attack someone else that I choose for you. And,
Right.
Okay.
Right now or on my turn?
On your turn.
On the yeah,
On your turn.
on your turn.
The target can act normally on its turn if I choose. No creature or if none are within its reach.
Okay. So, well, it's Vic's turn. Victor. You just saw one of your friends charmed. You see little hearts coming out from behind the pillar.
Yeah.
Just like you would see in a cartoon or something. Like.
Where'd my stats go? Still flying.
Yes, 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And you have about almost exactly 30 feet between you and her.
Okay. I am going to change into a polar bear.
Ooh, yay!
So scary.
So scary. So cute.
Because they stand taller than 5 feet.
That's true. They're taller. So you can swipe away.
That's so frightening. When you think about scientists in a tent being attacked by polar
Oh, it's
bears.
scary. That's so scary.
I'm going
I would
to
poop my pants and then die.
come up.
So do you have an attack?
I have mini attacks.
Well, I mean, was that an action to change into a polar bear or was that a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Okay, bonus action.
And so I can multi-attack.
Oh, yeah.
And
Whoa. Standing up on your back legs.
I gotta look up the rules.
Probably 12 feet tall at that point. Spooky. Big bears.
Oh, that's real life.
We don't want that!
Yes, they have multi-attack in real life.
They do! It never stops. They multi-attack until you're dead.
Or can I because I've also got bite.
Yeah.
Can I bite her and just pin her to the ground?
You would have to be going for the grapple effect.
Which he doesn't have grapple.
Yeah, so if he doesn't really have that, then I would say not really. That would be kind of a flavor thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then we'll just multi-attack.
Okay. What kind of damage is this?
One is a bite and one is a claws.
Is it slashing and piercing?
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be, huh?
Okay.
Melee weapon, +7 to hit, reach 5 feet, one target.
Okay. So do you want to do all 3 attack rolls one after the other, or do you want to do attack and damage, attack and damage? How do you want to do it?
I think it's just the bite and then the claws.
You don't get. I thought you said 3.
No,
Oh, you get 2.
just bite.
Oh, bite and then claws. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and do one. Roll for one.
Is that the Santa Claus?
Sinterklaas.
No, bite and claws.
So this was claws or this was bite?
Bite and claws.
This is bite.
Okay.
So piercing and then slashing. So.
Okay. And what did you roll to hit?
Oops. Oh, a 1. Great.
Oh.
So that's nothing.
Okay. So that one you're trying to bite at those toes.
You're gumming her.
Yeah. And that one's a 16 +7.
Oh, there you go. That hits.
Yeah.
Right. So it's claws.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 +5. 2d6.
So you roll that. Oh, yeah, how these. There's
5, 10. So
Yep,
divided
so
by 2.
5. Okay,
Great.
so you take 5 damage.
Should just stay doing magic.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Well, I mean, you got a bunch of health now.
Yeah.
You're gonna be alive forever. Polar bear's got lots of hit points.
More than the other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he gets the polar bear's health first, and then his.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically like a huge shield. Okay. It goes back up to the top to Philip, who is charmed.
Am
Oh,
I-
did you have anything else?
No.
With all that? Okay.
Am I undead?
Yes.
So as he bites, does he like take off my foot?
Yeah, you're gonna lose like toes and
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, you've lost a couple toes now. So you're charmed. So you're going to have to. She can choose who you are going to fight.
Oh, you choose.
She
who I-
chooses. Yes,
Oh,
because you are charmed by her.
I figured it makes
All
sense for me
right.
to go for the polar bear.
We should attack this polar bear, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I lost my advantage that I could have had
Whoops.
because it has to be against the same creature. So I can. Well, let's see. I'm not within 10 feet, right? Not quite within.
Nope,
10 feet.
you're not. You're
But
probably
I
more
could
like
move.
15 feet away,
I mean, I'm visible. now,
closer to
so I
20.
can-
Yeah.
I can move a little closer and whip you.
He's gonna whip that bear.
Yeah.
Whip that bear.
All right, whip that bear.
Ouch.
Can I whip that bear?
You can whip that bear.
Can I whip that bear?
You can whip that bear. Tyler and Clarice are happy.
Yeah.
Somewhere in their bed sleeping, they're happy.
Yeah. When they watch this.
Oh, it's 8:38.
6+
They might be
hour video.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, whip that bear.
Whip that bear. And I can't use sneak attack right
Nope,
now.
no sneak attacks.
So just no, that was not very good.
No.
Well,
4
maybe
plus
good.
9, I know, maybe good for you.
Is that
4 plus 9, 13.
Does that hit bear?
13?
Can I?
Yeah.
Did I hit that bear?
You did hit that bear.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking it might be
Sorry.
13 for the AC for the bear.
Okay. 1d4 plus 5. It's not that much without sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
7.
7 bear points.
Okay.
Okay. Bear's like, oh. Okay. Roger. Roger. What you gonna do? So you are now.
Sorry, bear.
If you turn around, there is a bear butt in your face. Huge hulking bear butt between you and
Is
the
it
bad
fluffy?
guy.
Can I
It's
use
cute.
hand crossbow?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Is that better than your guns?
I don't know.
Oh,
How do I know?
well, on the weapons where your guns are, does it list the hand crossbow in there? Down in the weapons to the left on your other page.
No, not on that one, but it is in his feats.
Oh, for what? What is it listing? What is it called?
It says if you hit a creature with a hand crossbow and deal damage to it, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature.
So yeah,
Actually,
we'll
that's the Vex thing, just like mine.
yeah we'll treat that as your gun.
Oh.
So use your gun attack, and then you can still use that feat with that. It's just not literally shooting a hand crossbow. You're shooting your
Which gun?
that would probably be pepper box since it's a
Okay.
handgun.
So he gets advantage.
12 plus what's for your pepper box? What's your additional
8.
plus 8?
Hey,
All right, 20, dirty 20 there.
And
Okay, so that-
we'll have advantage on the next.
Okay, so do your damage with pepper box, which I think that one is
1d10 plus 2.
yeah 1d10.
Ooh, that sounds like a polar bear.
Oh, that's one of them.
20.
No, it's one of them, Dad.
Oh, one of
Just
them?
one. Yeah, they both got the same. So 10 plus 2, so 12. Piercing, so 6. Yes. 6. All right, so you now have advantage on your next roll. That means when you come around and you go to hit her the next time, you can roll twice and take the higher number.
Oh, okay.
Roll the d20.
Yeah, roll the d20 twice. Which you can actually do, I think, on your next attack, because you get more than one attack.
Yep.
So you can do it now.
Oh,
Yep, so you have advantage on this, so roll twice with your...
20.
Ooh, alright, well, you don't really have to roll twice. You got it. Okay, so that's going to be double damage. So, you're still using the pepper box, so go ahead and roll your 1d10.
1d10.
Yep.
11.
Okay, 11 times 2, so 22 plus 2?
Yep.
Yeah, 22, 24, so you take 12. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, you guys.
alright.
Okay, this is no longer games.
No longer games and fun. Alright, after Roger, now is Deathlock. Deathlock Nessa. What you gonna do?
I am going to use hold monster on this polar bear monster.
No. Let's see.
She's
That's a
going to
creature.
hug you.
It is a 5th level creature within range. Okay, you must make a wisdom save or be paralyzed for the duration.
What's my wisdom looking like?
What is your wisdom as a
What's my
polar bear?
wisdom looking like? I'm very wise, polar bear. Oh, 13.
Really?
Yeah.
That was with your modifier in there?
7 plus 6.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
So you are now paralyzed?
Cool.
That's a not good one.
Oh.
Let me find this.
It's up to
Use
you.
your legendary
Yeah, it's gonna come
resistance.
down
Yeah.
to... Here it
The
is.
pepper box.
Yeah. Roger's shooting up the joint.
This is like the showdown.
No, he's
Yep.
paralyzed.
Shut up,
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, Victor, you are paralyzed, which means you are incapacitated. You can't move or speak. That means you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
And can't attack.
No,
Like he's.
he's stuck. He's stuck.
Yeah.
Any attack
But she has
against
to
the
make
creature
concentration saving throws on that.
if she takes damage.
Yeah.
Because it is concentration.
Okay. What about
Um,
charm? Is that also concentration?
that's a good question. That's a good question.
I think that one is.
So it might have actually dropped charmed in that case. Where's my spells? Where's my spells?
Crown of Madness. It's a 1 minute concentration.
Yeah, so then they're both concentration.
You can't do that.
Okay, so then charmed is dropped on the rogue.
Yay.
Because I took damage. Wait, does it?
No, not because you took damage, because you're trying to cast two
Two
concentration spells. So it basically cancels out the other one.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know that. Cool, cool, cool.
Cool. Yeah, that is concentration. Okay. And then Board the monster. Yep. Okay, so charmed is dropped on you. You want to remove that, Jonathan?
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. And then it is. That was Nessa's turn. Victor's turn.
I'm not the Nessa anymore.
Yes, you are Deathlock. So Victor's turn. You are
Paralyzed.
paralyzed. So I'm very confused about order now.
So it'll be back to
Is it back to Philip?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Lippy.
oh yeah,
Oh,
okay.
shoot.
Lippy T.
Okay. What?
Well, I got one attack at you. Never mind.
It's okay.
Continue.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
That's what
well
you're
now
gonna
I'm not charmed. I guess I'll hit her again.
Okay.
I'm gonna like hide behind this again. Hide behind.
Hope you're really back
And
there.
go-
She's at a different angle.
Yeah, I'll go behind this one if I can make it from there to there.
Yep.
It's 30 feet.
All right.
So
Go.
there, and then I will throw another needle,
All right.
which is just
Which
straight
is-
D20.
Okay. Do it.
17.
That hits her.
So that's a D4.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I said.
3.
So 1 damage.
1 damage.
Yep. Hey, you got a bunch of them at your disposal, though.
But I have advantage on my next one.
Wow.
I will use a bonus
Do you
action to
have-
hide.
Okay. Do you have to? You don't have to be invisible. Oh, you're invisible now. Okay.
I'm invisible now.
Okay.
The invisible.
All right. Roger.
Wait, and he did 1 damage?
I did 1
You
damage.
did 1 damage.
So then she has to do a concentration saving throw
Yeah.
for.
Is it any damage? I thought it was over a certain threshold.
It should be any damage.
Okay.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Hold on.
Where would this be? Under concentration in general, or?
I'm looking.
Okay, if you are concentrating on a spell or ability that and something happens to threaten your focus,
Con save.
the dungeon master can ask you to make a con saving throw. If you're successful, you maintain your concentration. If you're unsuccessful, your concentration breaks.
Okay, so yeah, do a constitution saving throw.
Yeah, little mosquito bit you and was enough to get you.
That's why I thought it was a threshold.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense to me.
Or half the damage you take.
And you are the DM.
DC. Oh. The DC, though, equals
Oh,
10 or half the damage you take.
Oh.
Whichever number is higher.
Okay.
So it's
so
10.
DC 10.
Okay, so you have to beat a 10 to stay concentrating.
Don't beat
As
it.
goofy
Don't
as
beat
it
it.
is.
Don't beat it.
Okay.
Kylo, I should.
11! She's still like, still concentrating.
I should have wild shaped it. You.
Real ferocious.
Wait,
yeah.
it's my Constitution modifier that I
Yeah.
have?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Then Roger, it is your turn. So you go ahead and do what you want to do. You shooting?
Yep.
Okay.
Blaster.
Blaster. Okay, using pepper box or you taking out bad news?
There's a snake.
You taking bad news? All right, let's back you up a little bit. That always works better when you back up because it's a long
What does
range.
Sean Wayne always say?
Pilgrim.
This town ain't big enough.
That's only a 6.
Plus 8.
No, that's a 9.
No.
Wait, oh yeah.
Oh, dots on the bottom.
6 plus 8. Oh, but he had advantage. Oh no, he already
He already did that one, yeah, and he's not blessed. Okay, do your next attack. See if you can hit her. Try it. Roll it again. Because you got 2 attacks.
20.
20!
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so do your damage for bad news.
Dang, man.
So that's 2 of the 10, or 2 of the 12s. Down there in bad news.
Right.
2d12
2d12 plus 2.
plus 2. Okay, so roll your 2d12s. Where'd those guys go?
Yeah, those two.
21.
21, 20, 23. Oh, 20, 21
21
times
times
2.
two.
Okay, so 40.
Well, it's gonna be half, so
Yeah.
it's just 21 plus 2.
I have to do the first one first and then the second one. My brain cannot just skip forward.
Plus-
Yeah.
21 times 2 plus 2.
Divided.
half.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's-
I guess you do, huh?
Yeah.
You can't just
well, it'll
plus
be
minus.
22.
Yeah.
Well, give me the number.
22.
Okay. 22 damage. Okay.
Oh boy.
You guys confused my brain so much that I was just like, now I can't do it.
Okay.
And now Constitution
pepper.
saving.
Yeah.
That hurt?
That hurt.
Okay.
I'm actually very hurt.
Yeah.
My crown is off my head.
Okay. Flying a little bit lower, maybe like scraping a foot on the ground, trying to scoot.
Or just flying sideways. Just like
Oh no.
I'm gonna fly into this column.
you just kind of like bonk into it, and then you just.
Like a billiard ball.
Yeah.
Does she lose her flying under some hit points?
No.
I rolled a 10 plus 1.
That's close. Okay, so she remains concentration.
Still paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Still
Yeah. Okay, that was Roger. Okay, Deathlock's turn.
Right?
Deathlock's turn.
Okay, I kind of want to do my grave bolt again.
All right, who you shooting?
So I'm going to shoot at the shooter here.
Oh yeah.
Shoot at the shooter.
Shoot the shooter.
Okay, plus 6 to hit. And I rolled 4, so it's a 10.
10. Yeah, that does not hit his
Does not.
AC. Okay. That's it for you?
Yeah, because I don't think I have any bonus actions. in
No, I
this.
don't think so. I think it's just one
Yeah,
action.
never mind.
Victor, you are still bear.
Still
I
bear.
ran
And you
into
are
that
still
column.
paralyzed.
Can't really.
Oh, it was kind of endearing.
Yeah.
Oh no,
This
no.
makes her relatable.
We like the bad guy. Oh no. All right. So
Except I say, I'm
nothing
going to
happens.
give some taxes.
Taxes.
No.
All right, back up to Philip because Bear is still paralyzed.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to. Let's see. I probably still wouldn't be within 10 feet from here, right?
No, that's 15.
Well, if you find the
Why not?
if you find the hypotenuse of
Yeah.
that,
Wish I was high
High
on
on
pot
pot news. That's my joke. Okay.
So I'll go within 10 feet.
Okay.
And then
Invisibly.
invisibly,
Okay.
I'm gonna sneak up and use sneak attack.
All right.
But and I'm going to use my whip
Oh, cool. Okay.
because anything else is not going to be enough of a. I mean, there's no additional plus. Okay, so 21 hits.
21 to hit. That hits. Yeah.
That hits.
Not hits.
Close.
Yeah, that would not have hit if I had thrown
Let me
anything else
check.
because.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah.
So 1d4 plus 5.
Oh,
Tree 3 plus 5, 8, and then I'm gonna use my full 5d6.
Do what you're doing,
I'm gonna
man.
not
He
be-
is
not
mad.
be invisible.
He comes out of
He
nowhere.
does not want to be charmed anymore.
46,
T6?
please.
46.
46.
I keep resting my hands on my jeans, and these are fairly new ones.
Oh, you're blue?
You're blue.
Oh no, he's so cold.
bada bee, ba.
Abadi, abadai. He's blue.
$19. Oh, and that is
What kind of damage?
it's slashing damage.
She is also resistant to slashing.
I'm
Oh,
going
so
to
that's
use
only
my
9
I'm going
damage?
to use my legendary resistance.
Alright. It was nothing. You got a big old
It would have
zippo.
only been 9. No, and I'm standing there, not invisible.
Alright. Okay. Roger. You shooting her?
Yep.
Shoot her!
Blow her head off.
Shoot her!
15.
Plus 8, I think.
Yeah.
So 23?
Uh-huh.
Alright, 23 to hit. That hits. Do your-
Retroactively, can I use the rest of my movement
Yes,
speed
you're
and
fine.
hide?
Yes, you can hide.
I'm invisible
Go
again.
ahead and do your damage, Dad.
These guys?
Yeah, were you using bad news still?
Yeah.
Yep, do it. Woo! Dramatic.
16.
16.
Plus 2.
2 hit?
That's your
No,
damage.
That was damage.
That's
16
damage.
plus 2.
16 plus 2. What kind of damage is it?
Piercing. So it's half, so 9 damage.
9 range. Okay.
Oh. Oh. I am no longer flying.
Yes, she's on the ground
I'm
now.
on the ground.
Oh, really?
Yep. And do your concentration check.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
I am crawling.
Volveratus S.
Nice. Oh, 5.
Oh, let's go, Bear. Bear is de-paralyzed. Okay. Roger, don't you have another attack? That was just your first
Yeah,
one,
that was
wasn't
your
it?
first.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
this
another
is-
shot.
Okay.
Make your other shot.
13.
Plus 8, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21.
Hits.
It hits. Do your damage. Roll those two
Oh,
dudes
gosh.
again. Yep.
That's 17.
17 damage.
Holy cow.
Say
How
it.
do you want to do this?
Tell her how you're gonna kill her.
Should've used
Oh.
your-
You did it.
I already
What?
used both.
You did it.
No, I mean,
That takes her health down to 0.
Oh.
Yeah.
she does.
Tell her how you're gonna kill her.
I just.
Yeah. Didn't you have 1 health left? Yes. 1 health left on that hit. And I was just like,
That
oh,
was awesome.
that was really good. So you just sneezed on her and she was like, all right, so you guys are victorious, as Victor would say.
Yes.
And your deathlock is down, your doctor is missing.
He's just toying with the body.
I'm doing that thing where it's like shaking it, shaking it, shaking it. Bear is mad.
D-bear.
Yes. I mean, you can de-bear if you want, or stay bear, whatever you want to do.
Stay bear.
What would you like to do? The door is still locked.
Yeah, the door is closed.
The door is locked. Shut and locked.
Can we loot the body?
Yes, you can loot the body.
And is the body still
Warm?
looking?
Yes.
Does it still look like it was when we were fighting?
Yes, she has completely transformed. She no longer looks like herself at all. She is just a creepy, gross corpse on the ground now.
This is what I
Did I
look like.
investigate the body?
Yeah. So that
Gone,
is
but dead.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
You killed that.
Nice.
So go
Oh, that's
ahead and do an
impressive.
investigation. I suggest somebody perceive things around the room and maybe check the depth.
I was gonna check. Yeah, I was gonna check.
Dead and,
Yeah.
or-
But do a perception
He
first.
totally does,
Alright.
yeah.
What did you get for investigation for the
What
body?
is that guy called?
Okay, so you
I can't
find
remember.
a fully intact bottle of Adam.
Oh yeah, King of the...
Hmm?
The Lord of the dead people that are
Oh,
in a chance.
yes.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks a lot like that.
He totally does.
Yeah. So Philip was checking the body. He found a fully intact bottle of Adam
Oh,
on you.
nice.
Yep. And you were.
I found a room.
Oh no! What'd you roll?
8.
Okay, so actually that's not horrible. So what you do notice, you will notice something, but your brain's gonna have to figure out what it means later. But you notice that down in this end of the carpet, there is kind of a weird
It's a password that says, this is
Indentation.
how you get out.
an indentation kind of in the carpet here that seems like it is like nowhere else is there any sort of indentations or lines across or inconsistencies in this carpet runner. So if anybody wants to check the desk maybe something like
The desk that's on the dais.
yes
Dais.
the desk
Dais.
yeah, you can both go up there and investigate if you're looking around.
Daises.
That is
Deus
such a
Ex
weird
Dex.
word.
Deus Ex Machina.
Deus Ex Dex Deck. That's really
That's a
crazy.
hard one, yeah.
That's a good.
Desk. You're so right.
15.
13.
Okay, so with 13, you go up to the windows and you're looking out to see if you can see what it was that started
Is
all of
perception
this.
or investigation?
This is perception. Well, I'm not, what were you doing?
Oh, I
You
was
tell me.
gonna look at the desk.
Okay, so
See,
Secret button
I feel
or
like I would be looking out the
looking
window.
out the window for the creature. or
Yeah,
whatever.
for a sea
Okay, so
creature.
you
Yeah, 'cause it
can
could be-
do your best to look out the window. You were investigating the desk. You find
13 on the desk.
kind of down below the lip of the desk there is a button.
Was it round?
Push the button? Yes. Yes. Would you
Push.
like to push the button?
Push the
All right, you push the button, and this
He's not standing there
rectangle.
anymore.
No. This rectangle. I'll put the body there. It's kind of funny. It kind of goes and pulls
James
back.
Bond.
Yes, and reveals a staircase.
And ice.
Yeah, go. Yeah. It was kind of comical the way it slid down there, but yes. And so you do not see anything out the window, but oh poop, where did that go? Oh, here it is. What you would have seen had you actually seen this monster, which you won't actually see this monster because it's not something you guys will be fighting, but this is the thing that was out there that was mind controlling the zombies, mind controlling her, and just wreaking havoc basically is all it wants to do. So its only motivation.
Sorry for killing you, even though you were only mind controlled.
Yep.
It wasn't my fault.
Anyway, so that was the thing that you would have seen. So what you are seeing now is you push the button on the desk. Mechanical noises begin to clank and bang loudly from beneath the floor in the room.
Look on you.
Immediately at the base of the steps, the rug begins to move, sliding back to reveal a hidden space below the dais. A large piece of the floor slides back beneath itself, revealing what looks like a short staircase leading beneath the stairs. I wrote this while I was so half asleep. Oh my gosh. It seems to be lightly lit. Salty sea air rises from the opening, stronger than anywhere within Rapture that you experienced yet. You descend the staircase, I assume?
Yeah.
Going downstairs?
But of course.
Before you stretches...
Oh no, you're Russian.
We are all Americans.
Oh no! Before you stretches a long hallway. Every inch of this space seems like it's made of concrete. The walls are damp and curtains of algae cling to the stone in places, coloring the space in a faux green wallpaper. Every 10 feet, an alcove breaks off from the main walkway. So as you're walking along, you're kind of seeing these things, these little alcoves. In each alcove, there seems to be an armored diving suit, seemingly on display. A downlight above each one highlights the suits in an ominous glow. Would any of you guys like to do just a little bit of an investigation? It's not a high DC, but just
Nah.
okay. Just kidding. He's like, no, I'm done. I'm packed out here. It's a low DC.
He is done.
How low?
Not that low.
Roll a 1.
7.
Oh, that's good. You're fine. You're fine.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's actually, it was a 5. So, as you traverse this long hallway, it seems that there are 6 suits, still intact and in working order. At the end of the hallway, you discover a familiar sight, a bathysphere docking station similar to the one where you had docked the submersible to enter Rapture. Unfortunately, it seems the bathysphere that had been there at one time is now missing, leaving just the docking hole open to the water below. So, you guys...
Diving suits.
So, Roger would know this because he developed suits very similar to these ones. These ones are armored suits, so they're like fully hard suits. So they're none of the soft canvas suits or anything like that. These ones can withstand the pressure at this level.
I mean, can I proposition a long rest?
You can,
Okay. Then.
but that's like overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really want to stay here overnight?
I wanted to wild shape into a sea creature so I don't have to put on a suit.
Oh.
Can it withstand this level of pressure down to 600 feet?
300 feet? Yeah, it was going to be a whale.
600.
Oh, 600 feet.
I
But
can-
yeah,
yeah.
whales could still that.
According to the Octonauts.
According to the Octonauts, the most reliable source of
Yeah.
information on underwater animals.
Yeah. They live in the Twilight Zone.
So you wild shaped into a
Feature
bear.
report.
Yeah. But what was the last thing before that you had wild shaped into?
The polar bear.
No, before that.
Octopus.
Octopus. And that was in the fight with the zombies.
And I burned one of the slots doing one of my spells. I don't know. I think it was the garden thing that didn't pan out the way I wanted it to.
Which one?
The
Because I don't. Because that doesn't burn a spell slot. That's
It does.
just.
It's not a spell slot. It's,
it burns a wild shape.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. Specifically wild shape.
Land's Aid.
Well, I am going to
Yeah, why
say,
would that burn a wild
as the great mystical DM,
I have
you
a fourth
can.
spell slot.
It's ridiculous to me that there is any limit to number of times you can turn into creatures.
Yeah.
You're a great and powerful level 10 druid. You can turn into a freaking whale if you want to be a whale.
Then I'm gonna
So,
be a whale.
If you want to be a whale. So do you go and like then try to fit out the hole, or do you like as a person get in the water and then turn into a whale? Like,
I think what happens is I turn into a whale
like a
inside, and I kind of realize I can't get outside, so I turn back to a human.
oh, now that it's unlimited, I just like beep, beep, beep. So wait, you turn into a whale inside this hallway?
Yeah, and the boys are crushed up against the wall. Just like,
Oh no! You've killed your friends! You're the last remaining character! It's a lot of blubber. You just can't breathe momentarily. You go back to human and they're like, dude, what the hell?
I thought it was.
He's a small whale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
Okay,
an orca.
what kind
Okay,
of-
orca.
I'll be an orca.
Baby whale.
Okay. Okay, so you turn into a whale. Are you guys getting into suits? Is that what you
I
wanted
guess
to
so.
do? And diving in the hole?
Guess so.
All
And then they
right.
can hop on my back.
Oh, I like that. Okay. So,
But then you shouldn't be a killer whale.
Oh, well, you can.
They're actually very friendly to people.
That's true.
They don't hunt people.
As long as these people don't
They
look like
hunt other
seals.
whales, but they don't hunt people.
They are smart enough to know that people are people, and they actually don't hunt people. Like
Oh,
they're
they are really
They
smart.
don't taste very good.
It's, yeah,
true.
we're not fatty enough.
Lots of bones.
Yeah.
Lots of bones.
Yeah.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, humans don't taste bad?
Yeah,
Very
humans would not, like, we're bony.
I mean, honestly, if you compared us to a seal,
Yeah,
like
the ratio of meat and fat to bones is like, oh, I think I'd rather eat a seal if I were with. Big
More
fat
blubber
one.
and a seal.
So anyway, to expedite this, what happens is you guys get in the suits, you've got your Atom, you've got your, I mean, what's nice about the armored suit is that you can pack stuff in it. It's big enough that you have space in it. And with the assistance of a whale, that's pretty nice. It was going to be harder to get to the surface for you, but with the assistance of the whale, you guys do make it.
Hold on to your tail.
He will take you.
Maybe not your tail.
He will take you back around to where the other submersible is, and you guys can use that to get back to the surface.
Oh, so we don't get the bends.
Well, you still wouldn't with they're pressurized suits,
Oh.
and they pressurize where they need to be. So.
And then Victor's plan is actually to drop them off and then go hunt for that sea creature.
Oh.
Because if there's an unknown sea
that's
creature,
cool.
like that's his next goal.
Take
Cool.
him down.
Cool.
Or not even that, but just
Down,
like
man.
he's a scientist. He's got to go.
That's
figure
cool.
it out.
Yep, I agree. I love it. All right, well that ends our story. You guys survived, you made it, except for you. Sorry, but that was a cool fight.
And
And
you got the thing.
You got the atom.
You got
Yep.
the atom.
Yeah.
so I have not written the
Save the world.
the prologue or whatever it is that ends or that what is it? Epilogue that ends but we could say maybe you saved humanity. Let me see. Hold on. Let me roll.
Oh yeah, roll.
Yeah.
Roll
Save
for
your
it.
time.
I'll roll for it.
Everybody roll to save humanity. Oh no, that's not good.
15.
Well,
Yeah, it says right here.
Well,
16.
maybe. Okay.
roll
Roll
for humanity.
7.
That's what I got.
She wakes up.
And it's been a dream the whole time. It was your dream. You didn't even know these people. Yeah. So epilogue can be whatever you want, but you guys pretty much saved humanity and got
the atom
Adam.
was lost, and we didn't
Yep.
bring it back.
But each of you did have kind of a secret mission. So did you accomplish your secret mission in your epilogue? Did you uncover why these people were here and why they were chosen, sent on the trip? Okay.
I don't even know how
I accomplished my mission and I died.
Yeah. Yes, you accomplished your mission and by helping them. Yeah. And Roger's mission was to find the atom and get the atom at any cost. So he did accomplish his.
Yep.
And what was yours?
Mine says the atom was the friendship we found along the way.
That's it. That's it. Success.
And I was supposed to recover the samples and information on any/all plasmids, and
Yeah.
I feel like I did that.
Yeah, I think you did.
And when I dropped them off, I left my little satchel with them, so
Oh, nice.
they get
Okay.
to take that back to
Nice.
SROD,
Yep.
SROD.
S-Rod. Yeah. That's his specific group that he works for.
Oh, I thought we all worked for
Stands
them.
Nope.
for
Okay.
Slavic
Nope.
something.
Slavics.
Super Russian observation.
Oh, it works both ways. Wow, that worked out really well.
Yeah. Okay.
There was only one plasmid you guys didn't get. It was the telekinesis plasmid.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the only one you
That
didn't
one
get.
is so useful.
I know.
Telekinesis.
And that one was, where was that? Oh, you guys didn't go to the theater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the only place you didn't go, and that's where it was.
That-
It was intentionally supposed to be the first one you find it, because I thought you would go to the
That
theater.
one was so suspicious. I was like, that is where the final boss is gonna be, because like you were like,
Oh, I didn't
there's
think
pamphlets there, there's this there, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, there's. And I was like, and that's gonna be the first thing, and you're gonna just
So
like.
actually, you guys avoided the very first conflict, which was there, which was just a bunch of what are called garroter crabs.
Oh.
They're just really powerful crabs that were going to crawl from under the seats. So
Well, I
yeah.
figured the second one was gonna be in the atrium.
Well, there was so that was the second one. The Big Daddy was the third one, and there was actually
nothing in the OR.
so there was an optional one. If we had the time, you were going to fight 2 water elementals. Yeah, it was going to be kind of cool. But I knew that there was not. I knew there wasn't enough time for that, so
Everything's for sale.
It was one I had created as an optional fight, but this is what my map looks like.
Whoa.
Yeah, and so then I had, so
Color
this was the
coded.
map for the other location that you guys didn't have. So this is when you come through the door into the big space, and this is the space with all there's the exit. So.
You got to kill the bad guy.
Yes, you got the final blow. That was good, as it should be.
As it
So,
should
yeah, good job playing, Dad. You did a good
I
job.
also did think
That's really good.
before the twist. I did think that maybe you were gonna make him be the.
No, I didn't. I wanted him to be the hero. Is what I really wanted. I was trying to make it so that Roger would be the hero in some way, shape, or form. Because Dad has told me that, and I remember this when I was writing this, that you don't like stories where the bad guy, like when Sauron kept getting more and more powerful and getting like all the ups, you know, you don't like that. So I was like, well, there's gonna be bad guys, but I want the heroes to win.
Right.
That was the main goal of this whole story.
Right.
But I wanted a big old plot twist
got
in there.
to be like this silent, cool gunslinger.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
I was like, that's so awesome.
Yep, it fits, it fits. But I wanted there to be a twist in there, so I'm glad that the Deathlock thing got to work and that actually happened, because I was really excited / nervous about that.
Yeah. What if she rolled a nat 20 on her?
Well, I had different options for if she had gotten a success.
Well, I would
And
like
she
to,
actually had to make several wisdom throws to make it.
I would like to applaud the DM. Because
Yeah.
I can see how much work it took.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it was fun.
this is my crazy person notebook of
but
all
that's a lot of time,
yeah,
and it's a lot of creativity.
it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kind of
Good
figuring out
Well,
paths
Here's the thing.
and all that.
A lot of those descriptions, the basis of them actually came from ChatGPT.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of them were repetitive in the way that they
Yeah.
describe things. But I went back through and added things and removed things and left some of it the way it was. But it helped me in terms of fluff. I was like, I need fluff and I don't have time for fluff.
I can
That's what
tell.
ChatGPT is good for.
Yes. So what I really want to do is, if I do release this as an actual module, I'm going to go through and rewrite all of those by hand. So when you guys
Let
got
me know if you need
to,
an editor.
oh yeah,
I can tell at work when people use Copilot.
oh
It's
yeah.
like, come on,
Yeah.
people.
Well, this worked out just to have that fluff available to me. But what I really want to do is I want to make it my own in terms of writing it. So when you guys got to the boss room, that was all me. So this description kind of changed a little bit because that was all my writing. It would have been better if I wasn't super exhausted while I was writing. And then this happened. So
The boss room was the one where I was?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
this
that
one.
was super
Yeah,
cool.
so my descriptions are, of course, better than ChatGPT, but I just did not have the time. I was like, I don't have time. So it can be a super useful tool in terms of like just getting the fluff down, but its descriptions were actually really good. They were really good, but when you start stacking them up all one after the other, they kind of get repetitive.
That got repeated.
But by itself, if you read each one that a computer came up with, I was like, that was really good. Okay, thank you. That was really helpful because it at least I was able to punch in a bunch of the criteria that I wanted it to say, and then it just added the fluff in between everything, which worked really well. So I applaud ChatGPT for helping me with the fluff because I
just thought
really
of something.
needed that.
You language people might appreciate this.
Yeah.
So in French, the way you say ChatGPT is chat GPT,
Right.
which means cat.
Cat.
I farted.
Oh,
That's right. It does, doesn't it?
So when all of those like commentators, talking heads are talking about ChatGPT, ChatGPT,
That's so dorky. I love it.
It fits,
Cat,
totally fits.
Comma, I farted. That's pretty good.